So, session 15 of the Chronicles of the Reckless Flame. Steph, do you want to give us nobody calls you that except yourselves.
Exactly.
Yeah, just him.
Just him.
Hey,
I was specifically those two specifically. Because you hate crap. Anyway, Steph, do you want to give us a quick recap?
Do we have to read the whole thing, or just kind
Just
of...
an abbreviated recap, I guess.
Don't have to read the whole thing.
Okay.
In Dragon. So.
Roar, 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 roar.
Come on!
Good recap.
That was great!
That's fine.
Why are we laughing?
I've read it. You've read it.
Yeah.
You've read it.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
the last page, which was enough to know where we ended.
Yeah, I was
That's
going to
generally what
say,
I'd
like,
go
should we
on.
just read, like, the last
Just
paragraph?
you don't need to recap the entire session. Just where we are at the moment, what you're doing.
Alright. Cool. They head to the hills, where Fergus sees a strange bush. He moves to the side and sees a ladder leading down into the earth. Halfway down the ladder, the walls of the cave get slick, and the air smells of sulfur. The floor feels spongy. Akira stabs the ground, which shakes the whole cavern. The group realizes that they may be inside the dragon. There are islands inside with torches coming from them. Even if this is a dragon, it is enormous. The group tells them to turn away. There are rowboats to the islands. Sorry. Both the boats and the islands are coated in metal to resist the stomach? ? Acid inside. Figures tell them that they are the cult of the dragon and that the group must leave. Akira takes Fergus and thundersteps to the island. The group begins to fight. Hawthorne takes out 5 of them, but Orloff ends up being compelled to swim in the acid. Bryn paralyzes Orloff, though, knowing he won't succeed a wisdom saving throw. Akira and Fergus's combination of darkness and spiked terrain take out several cult members. Eventually, Bryn rows Orloff and Hawthorne to the shore. The last 2 cult members surrender. The Reckless Flame surrounds them for questioning.
So another triumphant session for Orloff.
It is not my fault you decided to jump into an
Goes to
acid
swim,
river.
gets paralysed.
But was named heavily in
And-
the...
Hey, at least he was
Well,
mentioned.
And the worst thing is,
He's
it
always
wasn't
mentioned.
even like drunk
Just
and
never
paralysed.
favorably.
I know.
Favorably.
Well, I would have taken you, but he's quieter.
Whatever.
You can create a massive
Yeah,
thunder
over
sound
there.
as you teleport.
Yeah, but over there, not where we were going.
It was like, boom!
He's only a kid, he's not going to think that far ahead.
That's how light sources work. Same thing.
That is also how kids work, you're right.
Yeah. Like,
many
big
of them
noise
are
over
alive?
there.
I just
distraction,
said there are
and
2
then
of
no
them.
noise over there.
I could kill
But the noise was
one.
either where you were going to or where we
Where
still
you
are.
were, yeah.
We're not doing
But
kill
they
counts
couldn't see you
anymore,
either.
Olaf.
Well, yeah, you're not doing kill counts anymore after you murdered a village.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A, after we murdered a village, and B, after I realized we don't get any reward for keeping count, and I have too much other stuff to do.
I think that village had that doesn't count as a kill.
It was a killage.
Is it?
The village itself was 1 kill.
Yeah.
So, we have 2 members we are questioning. Do we see them on the board?
Did you guys row
No,
to the shore?
the
then?
board
board
is
doesn't
not
exist.
representative of what's happening now.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is
For
out.
later.
Might be for later.
Oh, damn.
You might get to it, you might not.
Just in case, let's imagine they're sitting there, so we're all
Yeah, feel free to use the
surrounding
board.
them. There you go.
That's it, Molly.
Molly and
Get in there.
Raphael are not there.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went. They
Break
stayed-
his fingers, Molly.
They're in the little rainbow heart of safety. I've dropped a large book. It's fine. I don't know.
Right.
So you've got 2 of them.
The kitty
Yeah.
seems to be at the head of this questioning committee.
Okay.
Sir Percival is very smart
Did we talk to them before?
and direct.
There was a
fancy.
bit of shouting going on there initially.
There was
right?
shouting.
They
Yeah.
were the cult of the dragon.
The Cult of the
Yeah.
Did we get
Dragon.
anything else out of them?
Just that they wanted us to leave.
And that was it. Okay.
Yes, they want us to leave. They wouldn't tell us where the thing was, and
Oh,
Oh, yes, we're looking for
The
something.
heart of the
That's
something,
important. Let
Right.
me find it. That is real
I
fast.
choose to intimidate them to try and find out where the heart is.
the eternal heart.
Yes.
I'd like to know where the eternal heart is. If not, I will chop off what genitals you have.
Are we? That?
Do they have a
roll
questionable
intimidation.
amount of genitals?
I think he's being gender non-specific, but it just sounds like he's dumb.
That's very, very
He is
progressive
dumb.
of Olaf.
Yeah, very progressive dwarf, actually.
Hi, kitty.
And then
You.
22.
Okay, one of them, you notice there is a wet patch spreading around where he sat.
He weed himself.
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
think this is proof that he does indeed have genitals, Olaf.
He does.
You could remove them.
I don't think he
He
knows
could
what
still
we're talking
urinate
about.
without genitals. I mean, it'll just be
I don't want to
Just
go
a
into the
mixture of
specifics of that.
piss and blood.
We need to know what the specifics of where the Eternal Heart is.
there
Please
any-
ignore this dwarf.
Is there anywhere in the dragon that may be where you keep your sacred items or anything like that?
You don't know what is the Eternal Heart, do you?
What?
What is it? Is it like a big stone?
Yeah, it's like a big
Big-
lump of wood
No.
or
Is it?
stone.
What?
It's a
Those are
gem.
very
Elvish.
different things.
Elvish.
gem, isn't it?
It's elvish. They're all the same. Elvish.
It's a gem.
Wow,
or something.
racist.
Like something really important and shiny.
Why are
You
you
are
here?
the you are the cult of the dragon. What are you here to worship?
Or protect.
The dragon?
Which you're in.
You're
You
protecting
want
him
to-
from the inside.
Our,
That's very hard to do.
You're basically
our
a
boss
Yakult.
wants
Let him
us.
speak.
Our boss wants to turn it.
I missed that.
Our
You're a
boss,
Yakult.
They are basically a Yakult. They are protecting him from the inside.
I love that.
Why am I the only one who doesn't get this?
And it's like
It's a
like those
probiotic.
probiotic things. So they're a Yakult.
Ugh.
It's really bad.
So we're inside dragon kombucha right now.
Essentially.
Gross.
No, they are
They are the
they are
Kombucha.
kombucha. They're protecting the dragon from the inside.
They are the kombucha.
Anyway, you guys ask the questions. 'Cause
As we
clearly-
say that, the cult members remaining just bow to the floor and silently go kombucha.
they would if they weren't tied up.
Right.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So where's your boss then? Because he's not
he's-
here. Because everyone here is either dead or you.
Or a dragon.
He's up at the up down the corridor on
What?
that side of the lake.
Well, this is the stomach. So what's down the corridor?
Does-
Up.
Does the corridor go left again, right again, left again,
The
right
mouth.
again?
Where did we come from?
I don't think we need to know.
Oh, never mind. I don't want to know. Okay.
What's he doing
Has
now?
anyone seen the Anatomy Park episode of Rick
He's
and Morty?
trying
Yes, I
to.
have.
I'm thinking of that.
Yep.
He's trying to
Yep.
convince the dragon to let us turn him into a dragon.
In which case, we may need to know what
Oh.
the dragon's nipples are for later.
But he can't move anyways
Nipple
because he's too big.
if he becomes a Dracolich, then he'll shed a lot of
Bits.
bits.
Oh, I see. Well, that okay.
Are you calling your god overweight? What you're saying?
That does sound
This
what he's
isn't our
saying.
god.
What is he then? Why are you
I think they've
Very big
expressed
dragon.
it's a
Oh, what
dragon.
is your god?
Why are you the cult of the dragon then? What do you worship? What do you worship?
Well, we technically worship the dragons in the
Why?
Well, there you go.
because
That's kind of your god,
because
then, aren't
they're
you?
going to rule the world eventually.
Okay, you guys keep talking. I'm just going to sharpen my act.
The
Spots.
dragons are going to rule the world, and you are going to be safe from their rule because you are inside the dragon.
Because we work for the dragon,
What do you do for them?
we help them achieve their true potential,
By doing...
turning them into Dracoliches.
If you work for the dragons, why does he need convincing?
Not every dragon wants to become a Dracolich.
Maybe
There's a
then
prophecy. We're just following a prophecy
What's the prophecy?
that dragons will rule the world eventually.
Where did you hear this prophecy originally?
I heard it from Hayes, the boss.
And where's Hayes?
It sounds like you need to think for yourself and take some internal.
I mean, it sounds like
Reflection.
He's
Well-
joined a cult. He's not big on thinking for himself.
No, clearly.
Fair point.
I mean, for
Coming from someone
who-
else who's not even big on thinking for himself, so I think this is a lost cause.
for someone who,
I think for myself. I just don't think a lot for myself.
Would you like somebody
enough,
else to
Fergus.
think for you, who's not going to end it? Because adventurers like to kill people like
You.
this. Yeah. Would you like somebody else to think for you? It's where you're not going to die.
I'd like to not die.
Okay. Well, then I'm thinking for you now.
Go back to the village. Start a
Okay.
blacksmith.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Go start a blacksmith.
What was your job before you?
Roll persuade.
15 plus 8, 26. It's not as good as.
Yeah, I could be a blacksmith.
Good.
You could be lots of things.
Yeah.
Blacksmith sounding pretty good.
Good. Here's a hammer. Oh, you don't have any. Yeah. We'll fix that in a minute. What about your buddy? What does he want to do? You could be blacksmiths together. Like a pair.
Or
Or
you could own an inn.
you could
You
not
could meet
own
lots of
genitals.
amazing people and have all of
That's
the
all right,
free
didn't
ale
hear
you
that 'cause I
want.
was focusing on what Steph was saying. Oh no, we're too young to drink. What?
You're also probably too young to be in a cult then. Go home. Jesus Christ.
How old are you?
26?
Not Jesus Christ. What do I work?
What's the drinking age?
I don't know, just last time I tried to get a drink, someone told me I was too young to drink.
Korlath the Lorethian is the elven god.
What race are they?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any
Human.
ale
Where's
for
mine?
these people
Fan Morel.
that you're willing to share? Probably not.
I don't think we should give them alcohol. Why are we giving them alcohol?
Why don't we just knock
We
them-
aren't. We're just giving them other ideas.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, you said Hayes knows the prophecy, and Hayes is near us.
Yeah.
Down the corridor.
Can you take us to Hayes?
Don't think.
How many others?
Please
are there?
take us to Hayes. Let me
No.
rephrase the
What
question.
pointers?
What-
What
point us in
is
the right
Hayes?
direction.
Hayes.
Yeah, what is Hayes?
He's the boss. He's well. I mean,
Well, more
he's
broadly speaking, is he
racially.
human,
Oh.
dwarven, elven,
Not,
dragon.
yeah,
That one.
Dragon King.
half
Half dragon.
Dragonborn.
What's the other
No.
dragon? What's the other half?
human, maybe elven, something.
That's
cool.
that's an
Half
interesting parent.
Dragon King.
Are there any others with him?
I mean, there are some other members of our troop in that action.
Are they as easily convinced as you are?
Oh,
No. You're
How
fairly
many?
I
pliable.
don't know. I did.
Can
Well,
one...
right now, my hands are tied.
Oh my god.
Alright.
I wouldn't buy
I'd
anything
say
from
let
him
him
as a
go.
blacksmith.
Later.
Sorry,
Alright, we'll leave him here. We're gonna come back for you. You stay here. Is there anything in here that can kill you? Besides the acidy pool
And us.
and us.
Just you guys in the acid, I think.
Okay, alright, then down the corridor and then we can find this case person.
Just have a think about what you'll call your new blacksmith.
Yeah. Nothing with dragon
Yeah,
in it.
yeah, I was
Oh.
about to say nothing.
Was already thinking that. The dragon brand slippery.
Don't focus on black either.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
The white giant smith.
yes, that's good. Nice and opposite. Very good.
Yeah, only working silver.
And all the silversmiths there.
That's a silver. Yeah.
And other pale metals.
Okay.
This works with alabaster.
Yeah. Try working with alabaster.
You could just call yourselves the Smiths, and instead of working with metal, work with vegetables, because meat is murder.
They were a rival band. Shooting Utes didn't like the Smith.
Well, the Shooty Newts now has one of their members as a girlfriend in a coma, so...
Anyway, I'm gonna head down the corridor.
No
Yeah.
comprehension.
I'm
it's a
going.
Smith song.
Just keep thinking about what you're doing.
I don't really know the Smiths.
Okay.
I just know they're
Stay
a band.
there. We'll be back.
Okay.
It's a Smith, and you put the girl member of the Shooty Newts in a coma. Remember?
Was it
No,
the guy
you
from the
murdered
Smiths who
that
did
girl.
the
Oh, okay.
You're the one for me, Fatty?
That is a Morrissey song. Yes.
Was he from the Smiths?
He is.
Yes,
But I think that's a solo one.
Yeah. I
So
know.
pass me the pot chips, please. I fancy some more savoury.
We can have more savoury language. Yeah.
What kind of day?
Barbecue.
Not for steps.
No?
Not for the barbecues.
I'm a very controversial American. I don't like ketchup, barbecue sauce, or Coca-Cola.
He's wrong.
What about trading with
Coca-Cola's
China?
vile.
It's fine because I love ranch dressing. They let me stay.
Yeah. You're like,
Oh yeah, Brad, how offended are you on a scale of 1 to America?
No. I've stopped being American. Think
It's
about
true. The ranch dressing brings it home, though. You saw him smile when I said that.
Yeah, that's nice. I miss it.
Yeah, you're
Right?
British now.
Do we
That's
Do
equal.
we not have ranch dressing here?
No,
Where-
you don't. You have a weird
Where's-
approximation of it with Paul Newman's face on it, but it doesn't
It's
taste
like
like the
what?
real thing.
Yeah.
What are you on about?
Ranch dressing. I can't.
What's our approximation of it then? Do we call it ranch dressing?
You do, but it's not nice. It doesn't taste like the real buttermilk kind. It just
Branston
tastes like
pickle,
off
that's
salad
your life
cream.
now.
I don't like Branston pickle.
For
I'm
example,
fine with
if
that,
you-
but salad cream is an abomination. That stuff needs to go.
No,
It's just
cream's
it's,
alright.
it's basically just mayonnaise and mustard at some like I don't know what the ratio is, but that's
Salad
basically
cream
what it is.
smells and looks like sunblock for lettuce. It's terrible.
It does look like sunblock.
Well, I
Yeah.
make ranch.
You did, but you have to make it.
Yeah, you did.
Basically, sour cream.
Buttermilk and chives. It's very fresh.
Never
Sometimes you
had
put avocado in.
Just basically get a cheese and chive dip and then add buttermilk to it. And
But it's not
you've got
supposed to
ranch
have
dressing.
cheese in the original. It's like very cool and.
Oh my god, anyway, we're walking down the corridor.
Yeah, walking down
Why
the
are you not
corridor.
backing me up, Brad?
So you hop on the boats
I'm
and
not that big a
go to
fan
the
of
other side of the lake.
Okay.
Oh, we've got to go to.
Yeah, let's all get in
God damn it.
get in the boat.
Ah.
Oh, we have to go down the boat again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
Yeah, the island's
acid.
floating in the middle of the lake.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
I'm sorry I blew you up.
And did we work out? Are we going towards the
You
head
do it.
or are we going towards the guts?
I'm gonna try not to. I'm trying to learn
Well,
how
you're
to
in
do
the
it
guts.
without.
Well, no, we're in the
blowing
stomach.
Hmm.
Are we heading down to the guts or up to the?
Yeah.
Head.
So are we trying to go through esophagus or
quite there
intestines
yet.
right now?
Do you think you're heading
Hawthorne
towards
said
the
it was
esophagus
important.
based on what was
She
said?
said,
Damn it, I
Get the
can't
thing.
spell that.
just get the thing. Get the thing.
Oh,
That's
yes.
important.
Oh, it's
Uh,
just E, isn't it?
It's
No.
more
Or is this
No.
the British spelling
You're in
of
England
this?
now.
Ah.
Safety.
No.
oh yeah.
But if
OPHEGUS.
But we're adventurers and we're
So
inherently
Our
unsafe.
safety.
We're inherently unsafe.
By other things, not with it, but not by each
Oh.
other.
Fine.
Paladin's life.
She said it was important
I can't.
to go see her father. Isn't that important? That's important.
That's important.
A little risk is okay. And they were giving us what we wanted.
I get in the rowboat and start singing "Row, row, row your boat."
Yeah, we're in the rowboat. We're having this conversation. in the
Yeah, having a
rowboat.
conversation in the rowboat.
Gently downstream.
I'll try not to blow people up next time. I won't take him with me. That'll be easier because then I can just jump out of the boat far enough to not blow you up.
I mean, you could do it, but just not whilst we're in a boat surrounded by acid. That's all I'm saying.
All
That
right.
is a fair point.
I didn't believe
If it was a
that.
boat full of air, if it was surrounded by water, that would be a completely different scenario.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're lucky that the boat was reinforced with metal.
Yeah,
That's all I'm going to say.
it's a good boat.
Mm-hmm.
It's still got some wear and tear from that thunderstep.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And general corrosion.
No, it's coated in metal on the outside so that the acid is...
That can still corrode over time.
Acid would erode metal before wood.
Unless it was gold.
This is electrum.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
oh,
good.
the only use for it, yeah.
The only use for electrum that anyone has ever found in my setting.
Or any setting.
Oh, no, Joe did have a use for electrum in his homebrew setting.
Okay.
Someone had hands made out of it. It was super magical and super rare.
Do we have time for a short rest?
Oh, you could have had a short rest on the
Does
island.
that just
if you
mean you fell asleep in the boat?
I assume whoever's rowing, we could row, and the people who aren't rowing have a short rest.
Been wrong, right? It doesn't
Well, not
short
that
rest.
bad.
Yeah.
I will allow you to have, had a short rest whilst the interrogation was going on and all that.
Okay.
So feel free to short rest yourselves.
I'm at full
Is that
health.
5 hit points
I
back?
am.
I took no damage.
No, you've got
Uh,
enough.
it is-
I don't recover any.
Oh, that's nice.
You can roll a hit dice. You roll as many hit dice as you want
Okay,
out of those that you have available to you.
Good D10,
So-
no.
I've got 60 10s for my hit dice.
Are
yeah?
you at full health?
No.
Okay, in that case, you can roll up to 6 d10s, plus your constitution modifier for each of them, I believe.
2.
So that's fine. That's 8. That gets me... I was only 4 off.
6.
Okay, in that case, yeah, you're back up to full health and you are down 1 hit dice.
I am up to 63, so only.
I didn't take any
Cool.
damage
I
from
can
that
have
encounter.
pencil.
But you get spell slots back.
Oh.
Yeah, I get 1.
You've only got 2.
I know, but
I've regained all hit points but 1.
How many spell slots do I get back?
Yeah, I have
None.
an eraser
None.
or a pencil or both.
1. Does it matter which
Right.
spell slot it is?
No, none.
use
James's
after.
It's only warlocks.
What do you need?
An eraser or a pencil?
I'll give you a pencil.
I only have.
Oh, Steph can use it.
Okay.
Where is the... Oh, right, I've got a pot of pencils and erasers over there. And actually, I could do with a pencil
Okay.
myself.
I could do with a pencil myself.
Thank you.
Do you do this at home? Just sing about what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
For a while, my ringtone was just him talking about getting dressed. It was literally just taking off my trousers, putting on some new ones.
I was recorded without my knowledge.
That's true. It wasn't even by me. He was just doing this in like the dressing room at uni. And one of my friends in a show with him recorded this, and it was our ringtone for a long time.
I didn't know that. It's amazing.
When I had to get a new phone, it was very sad.
So, yes, you row across the lake, and after a bit of searching, you eventually do find the, what looks like a small outcrop to moor your boat onto, and the tunnel that leads further in.
Hop off, whoop, and tie the rope to moor it. I don't know how to do this actually.
Elves are probably good at this. Let me see if
I
I
just pulled
magically
the
know how
button
to
to
tie
show
knots.
how-
Yeah. Oh, we could
I
just
pull
pull.
the boat.
Oh
onto
wait,
shore.
I do.
Yeah?
That's true.
I pull the boat onto shore.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to tie this, and you just
Just
all
give me-
yank the boat.
Or
Arthur knows
I
how to
got
tie
a nat
knots, it's
20
canon.
for my knot tying.
Sure, you've tied it off. I
Oh,
think that'd probably be a survival check. What's your survival score?
well, nat 20 plus
Nat 20 doesn't mean automatic success,
Plus-
unless you're making an attack.
plus 2, so
Unless
22.
the reckless sapphire has anything to say about it.
Luckily,
Well,
it
that's
wasn't you, was it?
That's a different.
Really
That's slightly
glad it
different.
wasn't you.
That's slightly different and slightly horrifying sometimes.
22.
Yeah, you're fine. You've tied off the boat.
Is it a really nice knot? Is it literally like shining, this knot?
No, it looks very ugly, but it works. Much like Orloff. You
You rolled how good the knot is, not how well you presented it.
So I've
That's a
watched.
separate roll.
I've watched him do
Roll
this.
for
It's a
Okay.
brilliant...
Roll the presentation. 19!
I'm saying that you've managed to instill the essence of Orloff into this knot. That's why it
It's
works,
ugly.
but it doesn't look pretty.
And it smells faintly of ale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look at this knot and go, oh, that's how you do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm learning. Bryn's like, no. No.
Just, I'm going to say with a roll that good luck untying it.
That's right, I got a dagger.
That one, just blow up the boat while trying to untie it. Oh shit.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, you see a tunnel.
You say C, what's the light situation?
Oh yes, Bryn
Not
cannot
great,
see.
it's very
Actually,
dark.
the rest of us can.
I can see really well.
Yeah, I'm
Cast
alright.
light on my...
Everyone can see us now.
Even
Why don't you
you.
just hold my hand? I have to reach up as well because you're
So
much
the
taller than
tunnel. What is the terrain that we're able to walk on now that the boat is moored?
Again, the spongy stone.
Spongy.
Spongy stone.
And we are continuing down the tunnel of spongy stone.
Mhm.
Do we hear anything?
me. Akira will go
In the
first
distance?
because he can see
You can.
furthest.
There is the occasional rush.
Can I do a bit of a perception check to see how far away
Mm-hmm.
the people we're going to meet are?
You can roll perception.
Let's see what you hear.
I can't tell.
I choose to
Nah.
whisper to the wall. Does anything happen there? I've
also
rolled a
a nat one.
17 for perception.
No.
No, I don't reckon they
There
did
is
anything.
there is a faint breeze
Oh.
coming from down the tunnel
I really.
rhythmically.
Okay, so we're
It's
close to his
beatboxing?
ears.
No, it's like you get just.
We need to get to his ears and go.
Oh, we're in his lung. We're near his lung.
Oh,
I
I see.
see.
So I just thought you were implying that the ears are somehow able to breathe for this dragon.
Well, we've been near the head, so we've got, or at least we're near the lungs.
Kira would
yeah.
like to use his awakened mind to try and talk to the dragon.
Wait, what?
I can.
It's a different ability, also called awakened mind.
Sometimes what you want to do isn't what you're gonna do.
So what are you trying to do?
I want to try to speak because the only requirement is I see it and I'm in it.
Say,
So
when that
hello?
happens, go, hello, I am Hayes, don't become a Dracolich, I've changed my mind.
I don't.
Hmm?
I just want to say hello and see if it responds. I can speak to it.
Is it friendly?
Okay. It wants to sleep.
Okay, let's kill all the cultists inside.
Yeah,
it.
tell it we can kill everyone inside.
Okay. We're gonna kill all the cultists that are inside you, and then you can have a nice sleep.
Where is it? Where is it?
Where is
Can
it?
we all hear him?
No, only I can hear him.
All right.
In your mouth.
What's in his mouth, Akira?
The cursed artifact. I'm guessing
Cursed?
it's your heart that you're looking for.
Let's hope.
Mouth.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you tell us how many
Is
other,
it-
like...
Is it doing that or is it trying to trick us?
We were already in the stomach. I don't think it would gain
Yeah,
much
that's-
from
Yeah,
Yeah, it can't really eat us.
taking us from the
Re-eating
mouth
us.
back to where we were.
Wouldn't gain much nutritional value, I would have thought.
It just wants to have a sleep.
Yeah,
So-
we can
What
help
spell
sit
did
down
you
with
use
that.
to do this?
It's just I can just speak to you in your brain.
Oh, right.
It's just like a thing I can do, and then I stop, and then I just start speaking in your brain, and I just stop talking.
Get out.
I used to do it all the time when I was a little kid, and people got creeped out.
Yes,
They
I
told me not
remember
to
when you
do it.
first met us. Please get out.
Okay. See, no one likes it.
In this case, it was very helpful, though.
This is normal for me.
To the
I
mouth?
can't read your mind.
Damn it.
Yes. I
It's
guess
also, it's wrong to
this
ask
way?
a child for ale.
I've got
Why
my
can
ale-
you read his mind?
I've got my ale cup.
I can't read his mind. It's Olaf. He generally has two thoughts: ale and taint.
I would have gone with justice.
Taint justice.
Justice for the ale.
Oh, Taint Justice could be the name
My
of your
God,
second
that's
album.
Take no justice here.
Thank you, dragon.
Thank you,
Have a
Dragon.
good sleep. And then just keep walking forward quietly.
So it's a bit twisty and turny. Sometimes it seems like the yes, please. It seems like the passage is blocked occasionally, but it seems like there's been some tunneling to go around the blockage.
It's like cholesterol. Like, all
We're-
right.
This dragon was
We're
really
heading towards-
unhealthy when he.
No, it's because it breathes fire. It's got smoker's lung.
It's a black dragon, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know about black
Does it
dragons. I
not
roll
then?
high on the
I
thing.
think so.
It brings
Fine.
acid.
Would that not be worse than smoker's lung?
I don't know.
I suppose if you're biologically designed to breathe it, it's not gonna hurt you too much.
Yeah. Do we want
Well,
to
yeah.
find the
It
acid?
Well, maybe
seems-
this dragon just took up
It
smoking.
seems
It
like
could be.
the tunnel actually collapsed in places.
Oh.
Oh, so he's a snorer. That would happen.
We believe you. That's why no one's arguing.
So there is actual rock there
Oh,
rather
okay.
than just the spongy rock.
Right.
Oh, no.
Oh.
And whoever was tunneling
Don't feel too
through
bad. He's-
has sometimes gone around the rock
I was more
into
concerned
more
that
rock, so
the rock was
going
gonna,
off
you know,
target a little bit and then going back in.
landslide onto us and hurt us.
Oh.
Rocks are usually bigger than you and I, Akira.
Have I aimed
Go
at this
for it.
dwarf to see how sturdy the rock is?
Ooh.
Should be able to.
Give me an
Stone.
intelligence
Oh my
check,
God.
please.
He just wants
An
to
add your
stone
proficiency
cunning.
modifier for stone cunning.
20 plus 2 because I got my 22.
Plus your proficiency, right?
Yeah, plus 3 on proficiency bonus. So minus 1 for my intelligence.
Okay, well, it's not worked stone, so it's difficult for you to tell, but you think, actually, yeah, no, this is... The places of weakness have seemed to have already collapsed.
Okay. Yeah,
Probably
I-
fine for the
Well,
moment.
fine to travel through, guys.
Okay. Good. I trust the dwarf when they're talking about stones.
Just don't knock it.
Right?
Okay.
What?
Looking at Bryn now.
What are you looking at me for?
Because
The
you've
weak
collapsed
points are
stone
steady
places before.
Oh, actually, that's
a
true.
booby trap.
The weak points are
That-
steady enough, though. If
Someone
we were to battle
triggered.
in here, it
But
may
cannot
collapse.
be proven to be me.
It wasn't me. Why are you looking at me?
No one's listening to me. I'm literally
It's
telling
mostly
you how
you.
long
Me.
to die.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Okay, you know
Sorry,
what?
I've learned this is the only
Just
way
go
to
ahead.
get Bryn on my
Just go ahead.
side.
I hope there's a fight now. I hope there's a fight.
Well,
Why?
Hey, who's there?
Are you just being pouty because no one's listening to you?
Shh.
Can I see where this voice is coming
Drake? Is that you?
Yes.
Roll perception.
Just-
Deception.
Roll, give me a cookie.
23.
9.
Oh,
from? No,
wow.
sorry, it doesn't
Right.
pass.
Sorry. Oh, dear.
Drake, you sound a bit different. That's probably the echoes. Yeah, probably the echoes, yeah, but yeah.
Can I see them? Because I have 120 feet of dark vision instead of 60.
You can see a flickering light from around a corner.
Do I also see this with my 90?
Yeah. Everyone can see that. There is a place where it
Oh, yeah,
turns
they've got
little
a
bit up
light,
ahead.
they've got a light, you
They've
can
got
see
a
it.
light, so you can see. Oh yeah,
Are there rocks around there?
no, there's rocks and stone. Yeah, like I said, there's a corner, so you can't see past the corner.
Okay.
I'd hurry up to near the edge of the corner,
Got to roll stealth.
just round. So, out of any form of sight, unless they can see 90 degrees.
I watch him do this.
Roll stealth.
Can I have gotten some blood from one of those cultists?
Stealth
by the way?
would be 16.
Okay.
You're a workout.
He's already that up, and there's no way.
He seems happy. Well, you can.
I just
talk in
point
his
at him and
head.
go,
Cut track.
"Oh, yeah."
You could just talk in my head.
I could
yeah.
just talk in his head. It's quicker. What do you want him to do?
How many people?
How many people can you see?
Can I have a peek? Do I roll peek?
You lean out and have a look,
Yeah.
and there are a total of 7 people there, and all of them are looking at you. You're not Drake.
I am.
Roll initiative.
You weren't the one who said you were. Bryn was. So you could be like, no, he's still behind me.
No, he didn't hear anything. He's stealth.
Whilst I'm looking around, could I just put my arms back and indicate 7 with my fingers?
You can just say.
Although I
still
can't
didn't
quite
make
get the
those.
finger
I forgot
motion
again.
right, so I just. Oh, that's still 8. Cool.
Thank you to the cookie bringer, whoever you are.
11. I'd rather roll poorly on initiative, to be honest.
Thank you to all bringers of snacks.
Okay, so
Sometimes when he narrates what he's doing in song, it's just the tune to Jingle Bells.
jingle bells or jingle balls?
Yeah, exactly.
No, sometimes he'll just, how I said earlier, like he just sings about whatever he's doing. Like, we're lucky we get original tunes. Sometimes it's just Jingle Bells.
Alright, so did anyone get above a 20?
Yeah.
That. Don't
So
pretend that you don't.
disparaging.
23.
So disparaging when that's how.
Anyone
Are
else
you
above
just really
20?
pleased that you were able to use the
No.
word disparaging against me?
Okay, anyone with a 15 to 20?
No.
15.
I didn't roll yet. I got a 3, so no.
Any modifiers there? Any initiative bonus?
Oh.
What did Bryn and Orloff get?
I got 11.
Mine is 6 with the initiative bonus, not 3, so.
What
you go.
is your dexterity, Matt.
0.
How many people did I see around the corner? 7.
7.
Are they all huddled?
I like them arts. Right?
They're all. Yeah, it's still a narrow tunnel, and it seems like they're travelling back.
Okay.
Some of them are holding torches.
Are we just doing theatre of the mind for this?
Yeah, it's theatre of the
That's
mind.
fine. That's fine. How far back are we from him?
I'm gonna say you're probably about 20 feet.
Okay,
And
so
we
not
keep
too far
saying
back.
people. They're just like 7 figures. Can you
7
make
figures.
out
They're wearing hoods and robes.
cult cloaks?
Yeah.
Cult
Yeah.
cloaks, yeah. So they're humanoid, but you can't tell what race they are.
Can we map this on here using this
I have
for
no
any
need
purpose? No?
I'm just gonna do a theatre of the mind.
Okay.
So you're around a corner and there are 7 people
Yeah.
down a corridor from you.
Cool.
Alright.
It's
You're
just
first.
It's literally just a corridor. There's nothing. It's not like they're in a room.
No corridor. They're actually travelling back in that direction.
They were travelling towards us.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Tis I.
Great.
You're first.
So,
Yeah, it's a good thing.
the
not.
first thing I will do, in order to
Oh yeah.
alert my clan?
Bet you wish you had my
Group?
caltrops.
Yeah,
Probably fine.
clan's probably not the best word.
Party.
Bet everyone wishes they had my caltrops. I've still got. I've got 20 of them because I picked them all up because they literally weren't used.
So I, in order to communicate how many enemies these guys are facing, because they still don't know at the minute, I would exclaim, "Die, you 7, at the hands of hate crime."
Oh no.
Have we all?
He doesn't speak for all of us.
Hate crime is just what he calls himself.
But he does speak for 2 of us.
No.
Thank you. That's. So yeah, die, you 7, at the hands of hate crime, just so they know that there's 7.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you do?
So it means only hate crime are involved in this fight. I'll just.
Yeah, I think.
sit back.
Also,
That's not our fight. I don't want to
if-
get involved.
No, that's a really good point though.
Thank you.
Because if we lose here, it was a loss against hate crime,
I'm
not
not,
against the
exactly,
reckless
yeah.
flame.
Yeah.
Reckless flame, undefeated.
Yeah.
So
And given that they're relatively concentrated in this corridor, I would like to shoot spike growth at.
I think you should do
That-
it.
Oh, I just do spike growth and make a ranged attack, I guess.
I don't think you do.
No. Spike growth creates the difficult terrain.
Yes, that's what I mean to do. So yeah.
No, I
So
think
I have
Hail
to
of
read up on
Thorns
this.
is the one that does like a
That's the one that killed a whole
Yeah.
bunch of people. Spike growth did.
Yeah, you
It's
use
spike
that.
growth, yeah. That's what I'm aiming at them. The ground in 20-foot radius concentrated on a point within range, twists and sprouts into spikes. The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration. When they move within it, 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet.
So you're
Cool.
putting this in the middle of the corridor down to the end, I assume, where you are?
It's basically, I've
between.
centered it. If you imagine they're in a huddle in the
Yeah.
corridor, it's centered on them.
Okay.
So the 20-foot radius would go.
They're the midpoint.
There's
yeah,
the midpoint,
exactly.
Okay.
So whether they go forward or back, they're getting it.
Okay, so I guess it goes to the end of the corridor to where you're standing.
So they got 10
So that-
feet to get out.
Yeah.
So what's the
Either
radius
way.
of it?
The radius is 20.
It's a big radius.
So if they go 20
Oh, the
forward or
radius
20
is
back,
20.
they're still
Yeah.
going to get hit. Diameter of 40.
That length.
Cool.
And it's corridor, so that's basically where they're standing. And if they're
Mhm.
standing like
Yeah,
over there.
they're all right in the middle of it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Cool. So my
Now
first attack, I'd aim there.
No, that's your air action.
That's
Yeah.
your entire action.
Oh,
Now
okay,
you have a
cool.
movement.
Done.
What do you
Now
want?
you can move.
You can
so
move.
you can get back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back round the corner.
Behind everyone else or in front?
No, just
Next to.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
So we see you and go, what did you do? Oh, okay.
Akira, you move.
If he's told me it's spiky, I'm just going to stand there and ready Eldritch Blast if they come around the corner.
Okay.
And that's it. Done. They come around the corner.
Oh, my legs!
The ground is oddly spiked.
You hear nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, they have their turn. It passes. All off.
I don't know.
I move next to Fergus, and then I ready an attack for if they come round the corner.
Okay. Hawthorne.
Down the corridor.
You could actually just
Really?
drive in that
Wash
way.
them over the spikes.
Yeah.
Do we not need any of these people alive?
We probably. Well,
You could try and convert
Well,
them.
I
to
doubt
not
one
being
tidal
I-
wave will kill them.
did Akira tell us the conversation
I
he
don't
had
have
with the
tidal wave
dragon?
prepared
Yeah, the
anymore.
dragon just wants to sleep. Yeah.
Because Akira did kind of promise the dragon that we'd kill all these people.
Oh wait.
I don't want to lie to a
Yes, I
dragon.
do. Okay.
Well, we can at least sort of like non-lethal one of them.
Yeah.
Peace on.
You've got a bigger moral compass.
We could just try and make them all repent for the sins, but that would take a lot of time and effort. And
And a lot of non-lethal.
All right.
I mean, I'll try and
We're
get
gonna
a few guys kill
do,
them.
instead of a tidal wave, we are going to have a loud, painful ringing noise in everyone's ears within a 10-foot radius.
You have to be able to see the area.
Sort of like.
A point of my choice within range.
Oh, so you don't.
So it does not say
Oh,
within
okay.
sight.
So you can
Well,
just.
what does it say on the range?
60
Just
feet.
says,
60
yeah,
feet.
60
60
feet.
feet. Okay, yeah,
They're fine.
So you can just.
I know it is,
You-
that's why I
you-
said I'm going to
yeah.
do
You know where it is, and you just go. Thump.
it.
You probably go up to Fergus and go where?
Yeah. So, a creature made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal also has disadvantage on the saving throw.
I think
They're
they're all made of
all
stone, aren't
squishy.
they?
And
They're all made of stone.
we need a saving throw to be Constitution. Thank you.
Constitution saving throw
Yes,
with a DC of 15, I believe.
it's on this page. Yes.
First, that's a success.
No.
And 15. Ooh, fail for those two. Sorry, how much damage was it?
It's 3d8, so I haven't rolled yet.
Right.
How many of them are within the 10 feet radius? Out of 7.
10 feet radius.
Yeah.
Probably all of them.
Okay, great. Keep rolling.
No, no, roll your damage.
Oh,
Roll the
fine.
damage so I
It's
can
not
mark it
all
down.
down.
Oh, okay. 9. No, that's a 7, not a 1. Okay.
15.
So, 15.
15. Okay, so round down to 7.
Do I have
Now-
to roll separate damage for all of them?
No, no, no.
No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
one
It's
damage.
just I need to
That's
I'll
what
need
I
to roll
thought,
separately
okay.
for each of them, and then they'll take either
7 or 15.
Okay, I see what you
7
mean
or
now.
15
and why we
damage,
did that.
yeah.
Sorry.
Because you always do damage.
Yes. Yes, I do. I'm great at my job. Always do damage.
Okay,
My elf
and
job.
then
No, it's more like my wizard
these
job.
5. Okay, well, he's dead.
Pussy.
So we hear bang and then screaming.
Yep. Ooh, he survives.
Kill one of them.
I think the dragon may
survives?
also have to do a saving throw
The dragon. They don't
He survives.
because it affects things nearby it.
It would be like. It would be like.
It's
a
an
fly.
object made of
Okay.
organic material that's within range.
Yeah, but it'd be a fly landing on me.
Yeah, but it'll be on the inside, and it's quite a large radius, and it's a reasonable amount of damage.
Yeah. But the dragon probably has a hella huge constitution.
It rolled a natural 18.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well,
It still takes the damage, still hurts.
Oh.
It makes the entire,
It's like having
floor.
heartburn, I'm guessing.
The entire floor that you're standing on starts shaking and convulsing a little bit.
I whisper to the dragon, sorry.
Fuck you. Okay,
You are not a dragon.
now it's good. So yeah, you hear a loud boom, and then some screams, and then you hear some war cries.
What did you do, sorry?
I got walking on the
Shatter.
spikes.
Okay. Oh, all right. And then 3 more screams.
Of spikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Counting screams.
So,
1, 2.
is that deaths or just
Four total.
screams?
We
You
don't know.
Oh.
Well, 4 total
Bryn's
screams.
Does Fergus know?
I'll
He
just,
moved back.
I've not peeked.
I'll just walk around the corner. Or
Okay.
I'll
I think
stand
intellectually
at
I've
the
peeked,
corner.
but
Okay, stand on the
Visually, I
corner.
haven't.
What you can see is 5 cultists dead on the floor.
Hell yeah!
Covered in spikes.
I'm good at my job.
Just pierced through with spikes,
Oh. And loud noises.
and they are bleeding from their ears.
Thank you. That's fucking right there. Sorry.
And you see 2 masked figures wielding Chris knives, the wavy ones. And you see 2 floating dragon head warhammers.
I don't know what that is.
He does.
He looks pretty pleased as well.
You're like, oh.
For the record of the recording,
And they're
Bryn is
going to-
nodding.
And they're going to attack you.
Yeah, because they're ready in action.
Yep. Need
Oh,
to
well,
remind
they're
myself how
magic
spiritual weapon works.
Oh, wait
they
a
do 20
second.
attack
Hold
roll
on.
plus-
And oh, just kidding.
Can I beat up
This
that one?
this was talking about non-magical objects, not magical objects. As you
They're
were.
really uploady things.
But it's just
Attack roll 2
Attack roll.
8. I think.
well, that's cocked. I need to get myself one of those dice tray things. Got that.
Your spiritual weapon. Oops, there it is. Spiritual weapon.
Since I've readied an attack,
Hit. Okay, 13 does not hit. Other one
Since I've readied an attack.
also misses.
1d8 plus your spell.
Okay,
max.
so-
Yes,
Alright.
barbecue
I was
bread.
going to ask, since I readied an attack, could I swing my sword to meet one of those and deflect it in other cases? Okay.
Nope.
He's up here, and we're back there.
How far down the corridor are they?
Are we?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm saying probably about
Because he
20
walked
feet.
around the
I'm
corner.
right next to Fergus. Who's
Yeah,
further
Fergus
now.
is. Yeah, Fergus came back to see us.
Maybe
No, he didn't.
25
He
feet.
said he didn't
I'm-
move.
So basically,
If he pokes his head round,
if this
looking
was
round the corner.
the corridor, I've just come to the end. I'm, there's a 6-inch gap between me and the
Oh,
lip,
okay.
if
you will.
That's why I went up to
Look,
Fergus.
okay.
Ready.
We've already killed
But either way,
5 of you. There's a lot more where that's coming from. If the next thing I see is not you putting your own whatever weapons you have, whatever magic items you have, and surrendering, we'll go.
Because we hate crime.
and
What he said.
We do hate it, yes. That's not our name.
Okay. Make a persuasion roll at
Hidden crimes
disadvantage.
our game. It's not necessarily our
Can
name.
I
Disadvantage.
cancel that with luck?
Why disadvantage? You're quite persuasive.
No, no, roll both, but then
So that
and you can, however, use luck to re-roll the lower of those two rolls.
Yeah.
I roll the lower of the 2 rolls. Roll a 10. That's now become a 19. Oh, then I still have to take the other lowest.
Just have to take the lowest.
Okay. So
Yeah,
that
never
is
clear how luck worked.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
I just assumed it would cancel out the.
I think it's just like I have to
disadvantage,
read. I have to
yeah.
read the rule. What the
Anyway, that
says.
is persuasion. Was it
Mhm.
15?
Why is Bryn disadvantage on persuasion?
Because you're in combat with them.
Yeah, they.
Oh,
they're,
okay,
they're
yeah.
you can
They're
as a DM
already-
you can
Yeah,
always.
that makes sense.
I can always just decide to give disadvantage for whatever reason.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Bend to my whims, pawns.
And that persuasion roll was my action. Yeah. Cool.
So I can't actually approach ground spike.
You could, plow
Sorry.
through the spikes and take 2d4 damage
Yeah,
every.
I'd rather not.
You
5
it completely negates disadvantage according to the rules.
Really?
Yeah, essentially what it does is you spend a luck point and you roll an additional d20, and then you can choose to use that d20 regardless of what anything else is rolled.
So you rolled a 19 on that one, was it? Okay.
So 20.
20 total.
Mhm.
Alright. Fergus's turn. You'll see what happens on their turn. Oh, hang on.
When it moves back around to them.
Yeah, that was
So, peer around the. So I back round the corner. What sight greets me?
Two robed, masked figures wielding Chris knives.
Oh, and the floaty things are around
And
me
the
now,
float,
right?
the
Yeah.
float, and
Because
the
they attacked
floaty,
me.
the floaty war hammers that were like right at the edge there.
Okay. And is everybody
And you-
focused on Bryn there?
And you've heard Bryn say surrender, and they, I don't know.
Yeah,
They're
so-
focused on Bryn, but you're going like poking your head out right beside Bryn.
Okay. So it'll be. I'd ask him again. Surrender.
Non-lethal.
So you can ready
Go
an
for
action
the
to
legs.
say, you can ready an action to say if they attack, you can.
Is leg your
That's a
non-lethal
big
version tank?
It's more just asking surrender, and see if they respond. If not, I will make action.
Well, that'll be readying an action. Then.
Oh
yeah.
yes.
So ready the attack action to attack them if they don't surrender.
Yes. Exactly.
Akira.
So I'll walk up and I'll just go with my big sword and just like, are they surrendering? This black star blade. What? Are they surrendering now? Is that what's happening? And I'll ready
You
an
can
Eldritch
become
Blast.
blacksmiths.
You got two others that want to. Yeah.
That's
You could
okay.
start a whole smithy.
And I'll ready an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
They're not going to surrender.
So what we got?
One of them looks like he's like the one just smacks him across the back of the head. No, for the glory of the dragon.
Can I target that one?
You can.
Okay. So we.
Both of you get to do attacks now.
Yeah, cool.
So the one that I'll let you go.
No,
You're-
no, I think at the same time. That way
Okay,
you
happen
can
at
just
the same
annihilate this
I'm
person.
aiming at the chap who was going to surrender.
Okay.
I thought we were just going to
And-
annihilate the one.
Why?
No, too late. Decision made.
Why? So he was going to surrender. So I say, follow your dreams, arse.
Oh. So one blast was 12 plus 7, that's 19. The other was a crit.
Nat 20.
What in the
Oh,
last 14
Jesus
sessions
Christ.
have you
Is
managed
everyone
to do
getting
that?
20s but me today?
That's the
That's
first
good.
20
I
I've
don't
got
want
for a good
one
3 or
magic
4
right now.
months.
Okay. So then,
All right. Yeah. Well.
Since winter, at
Yeah.
least.
Both of yours hit,
yep. So that's 2
and
10.
you. Yeah.
I got a nat 20.
Yeah.
Uh,
Take the dice that you would normally roll, and roll it twice and add them up.
Oh, so a DX, a
D8 and another D8.
D8 plus 1 plus Dex.
So 2d8 plus 1 plus
There you go.
dex.
Ah, thank you,
One
good
plus two
sir.
plus 2 plus 1.
29 points of damage.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
you killed him.
That wasn't the best. Thank you, sir. So I got 1 and 5
Good noise.
That's 6.
plus 2 plus Dex, is it?
8 plus your dex of 4, so that's 12. You killed that one too.
Cool.
Why did you kill that one?
What happened with the...
He was going to surrender. He chose not to. I chose to kill.
Yeah, but if we'd have just killed the one that was like egging him on, the peer pressure would have dropped.
Unfortunately, I readied an action, and that means something apparently.
Anyway,
You can always choose not to follow through.
Yeah,
Fergus
Or you-
always follows through.
What
Fair
about
enough.
the Warhammers?
they're gone.
They dissipate.
Okay.
They just.
is the ground now clear?
Yeah, can you
Yeah.
dispel the...
I don't know if it just says for the duration, so
Stop
it's
concentrating, it
Yeah, you
disappears.
can concentrate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just disappears.
Cool.
gone. I don't concentrate on
Can I take
lots.
them off and see where they are?
Oh, yeah.
I think
What-
as soon as
what are
I
they
pulled the guy
rated?
and asked the spikes.
One of them is a very ugly human.
Wow. No wonder he went to the cult.
Do they have any like?
Another one is a very ugly elf.
No
Maybe
wonder
half
he
elf.
went
That's
to
just
the cult.
elves for you.
Do I recognize the elf?
No.
They've got
Do
kind
you
of like
recognize who you're dealing with,
they've
Fergus?
got like a blacksmith.
Favourite enemy. I'm
complexion.
just naturally arseholey to them.
got blacksmith.
Do they have any like?
The two that were casting spiritual weapon, anything just on them?
Oh.
masks?
I'm not like looting their corpses, I'm just like seeing what...
Can I have their masks and their robes?
Did you just apologize for looting a corpse?
No, I'm not looting.
Braden's growing up, guys.
No, he's not. He just isn't looting corpses today.
No, they
Not
don't
yet.
appear to have anything super nice. Just that, I mean, they seemed like they were cult, like slightly higher ups, but not, amazingly higher ups.
Any gold on them? Any good shoes?
I look around where they're living.
They got
This
shoes.
is living, this is corridor, right?
Yeah, but they're living in this place.
No.
Broadly speaking.
Broadly speaking, yeah.
Broadly
So,
speaking, shouldn't
They
we be
are.
on
So,
our
so
way
you can see
to the
the
artifacts?
corpses and some sputtering torches on the ground next to them.
We could disguise ourselves as the
I was
cult.
about to say the same thing.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Okay.
Twins?
I literally said that about 5-10
I know.
minutes ago.
I know. You said.
Did you? No.
I didn't. I don't remember
And I
that.
steal their masks and their robes, I said. And then
Okay.
everyone ignored me.
Well, that doesn't sound like you're
It's-
going to wear them. It just
All
sounds
I'm-
like you're going to take
It's
things.
not in the record. You didn't say it.
Yeah.
Although,
That
in
doesn't sound like
fairness,
something that you
are
would
any of them
suggest.
short? Because
I've
otherwise
got a dagger, I
me
can
and
cut around the
Akira...
bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have time to hem things. Can we please go get the artifact?
There's-
No, but we
there's no
hide as
Tell you
them
what.
and then sneak up.
But I like the
There.
masks.
Okay. No dwarves.
But then we just hide
I'll
as
just-
them
yeah.
and then sneak in.
You could stand on
Can you pass
Akira's
me the pop
shoulders.
chips back, please?
Or
I
I
hunger for
could just
pop
hang
chips.
back a bit.
Thank you.
It's fine.
But we sneak in, and then we can just grab the thing and go, and we don't. Well,
No, we promised to kill them, right?
Yeah. Well, then I can just stab him in the face.
Out in the face.
I just take one of the cultist robe and just rip it off, and then and it's just like a bit too big, probably. And then they have masks as well, don't they?
Some of them.
Some of them do. I take the ones with the mask.
The spellcasters had masks.
There we go.
Wow.
Susie.
Yay! I'm a cultist.
You're a
Same, I
yakultist.
guess.
And then I know you're in a hurry, but
Yes.
this is safer.
Okay. Cloak up.
This looks
Is
about
that
your
one that would
size.
even fit me?
I forgot
If
about that.
not, I'll just get the mask.
Yeah.
It'll fit
Look,
you. You're
I'm
showing
one of
a
you.
decent amount of leg, but it'll fit you.
This looks about
It's
Oh,
a bit tighter in the
size.
midriff.
This is, there you go, Orloff.
That human was also very fat.
And then we just cut and
That's
Very
Very
as best
fat,
we can.
very ugly.
So what does disguise self do? Because I've got that and I've never
So-
really used it.
it lets you turn into anyone by illusion.
Oh, okay, so not just the same as wearing their clothes, so it's like
No.
face turning.
Yeah, it's like an illusion that covers your body. You
You
can
said
look
one
like.
was a human.
So it's like Mystique from
How are
X-Men.
they seeing?
Yeah.
What are they
But if
using
somebody
for
were to
light?
Sputtering
touch
torches.
him,
Okay,
they
so
would
I'll
feel
go
through it.
Yeah.
rather than use the magical light, I'll grab the
Is it worth me looking like that ugly humany dude?
No.
No, just put the cult robes on. I doubt they even know each other's names.
Oh, okay.
Did you learn any of that? Well, that guy
Right
did
you
know
are,
Derek or
brother
whatever.
Akira.
That guy did know, like,
Fergus
Derek
has
or
no
whatever
clue what
he
cults
shouted
really
at
do.
the corridor.
Yeah, Derek.
Drake.
Drake.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, of course their name is Drake.
Because it sounds like Draconian.
Maybe they're all
I
just
assume he
dragon
was just a
names.
fan of that music.
We're all called
Drake's
Drake
a singer,
now.
isn't it?
Hmm?
You're a lesser
Drake's a
Drake.
singer, isn't
Yeah.
he?
Okay.
Also that.
I'm a Dragon Whelp.
He's the
Well,
hotline
Well.
blacksmith.
Drake.
Just call me Whelp.
What?
How many?
In the real world, Drake sings a song called Hotline Bling. I was trying to make it.
Oh, I
of
unfortunately
Pop music.
I've heard of Drake.
Okay,
I
he's
think there
the
may have
guy
been a meme about
in
him.
all of the memes with the red coat where he's like, "No, I don't want that."
Oh,
yeah,
that one.
I want that.
Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah, that's
I've seen
That's
that
from the
meme.
music video Hotline Bling because he does weird dance moves in that video.
Those are some moves.
Wait.
Do you ever mimic them on stage with your band?
No, but I might
Do you?
tonight.
And the shooting
Hell of
nudes?
it. I'll just go at one point tonight.
He does some really interesting dad moves in like a poofy red coat.
I wanted to come tonight, but just forgot medication, so I've got to go to Kent tonight rather than
Oh,
tomorrow.
no.
The dick move of.
Shall I go first? Because I'm usually good at talking to people.
Yeah, you're usually also semi-quiet.
And prepared to eat a fireball if necessary, so
Yeah.
I
I'll
will
be
definitely
like
not go
second
first in
from
that.
last due to me being
Still get some
loud.
heartburn from that occasionally.
But so I can
This
still
is
get
why
to
I
the
don't
front
go
if
first.
need be.
I go first, walk down the corridors, and then my
Okay.
cultist ropes with my little mech.
As you keep on progressing on, you come to another corner, and as you peer around it, you see that.
Yay!
You're
Can
down
I-
here.
Oh, I want to stand on it and potentially Gimli.
You can do that later. You
Okay.
get the opportunity.
Yeah.
Rah! Like that.
How high up were you?
That's literally what I'm going to do.
Hawthorne?
That's what I'm going to do for the start of the
Middle.
fight. Just run for that.
Middle. He was second to last.
Run for that altar.
Presume I'm-
It's coming off in this direction.
Coming round the corner.
And then I need to get tears in my eyes
It's
as well.
supposed to
Hang on.
with us.
What?
It's supposed to with us.
Yes.
Did you say there was lemonade?
It's a good song by Wheatus.
Not a super good song.
There
to be honest.
is another one
Quite.
of these in the cupboard.
Is it that one?
Under
She
the
talks
glass-
about
oh, you got
Becky
a
with
cup
the
there.
good hair.
It's got a bit
Yes.
of coffee in it.
She's got
but
hot sauce
I'm
in her
pretty
bag.
sure the lemonade
Swag.
will drown out.
Is that actually a
flavour.
lyric from it? Hot sauce in her. Is that a euphemism?
And
No, it's just
Oh,
Excuse me.
a
yeah.
thing.
Like you
about-
don't want to trust her. She's got hot sauce in her
That's
bag.
No,
Albino
I've talked
wyvern.
about this to some
Oh.
friends
Oh, wyvern.
at home, and it's
Yes,
just like
yes,
a thing
totally not
in
that I
African
wasn't able to
culture
paint
where
it.
They don't think anyone's food is spicy enough, so they
Can
put
Can you
hot
put that
sauce
in
their
that corner,
bags
please? The opposite
around
corner.
to everything
Oh, okay.
because white
Is
people
this
make
their
plain
leader, a
food.
wyvern?
No.
Bloody honkies.
This guy, I'm going to say, is a black dragonborn because I don't have a. Sorry, not a black half dragon because I don't have the mini for it.
Is that
Could you put
because
him
you've used a
between
black-skinned
the
figure?
pedestal and the fountain? No,
Because-
just because he's dapper and fancy.
I was about
like
to say,
it.
you're just actually going hate crime then.
Whoa!
He's a really cool figure. I like.
Dapper.
He is.
I like painting him.
And can you stick this right at the very back there, please?
He seems somewhat.
What
Has
the
anyone seen
Oh, how do
Wicked?
they all fit in? Yes, I
A
have.
dragon.
He reminds me of the.
Okay, that dragon's
The
actually
guy that the mum
smaller
cheats
than that
with.
model.
Yes.
Okay.
He
Who I think
is
was
a
actually
young
the
one.
Wizard of Oz in his younger days,
Hmm.
Okay, so
if I
we've got
remember it right.
a dragon, 2 wyverns, and a half dragon.
Yes.
What's the difference?
Wyverns don't have arms.
Yeah, idiots.
Oh, so they're like martlet dragons.
Oh, I see. So they would walk on their wings, whereas he could walk normally and then just go, "Yeah, I'm flying now." Ah.
Or in. World
Is
of
the book
Warcraft.
supposed to be there, by
Totally
the way?
different.
No.
Yeah, proto drakes.
Wyverns also don't breathe fire or acid or cold
Wyverns
or
are like.
God knows what else.
scorpion-tailed
Right,
wyverns.
So
before
they're
we get
scorpion
cracking on
birds?
this, could I get past and go to the loo, please?
You could. I'm just ironically putting a book by.
Or-
Wasn't that book
All
on
of-
that thing?
Yeah.
It was, but apparently it wasn't supposed to be there.
No, that's Hawthorne's book.
Yes.
Ah, I see.
Hawthorne's spell.
Definitely not horrible.
She is convinced. All after.
How is there a dragon within a dragon? This is too much.
Because he's trying to do Turducken, and there's another. There's actually
These
like
are-
a smaller dragon in that dragon.
No.
Russian nesting dragons?
Rusting nest.
And yeah,
So it's a black dragon, 2 wyverns, which I'm guessing I know how to spell
you seem to be
right.
staring
W-
intently
I
at
just
the
really,
sandwich.
I don't know why
W-Y.
that picture
Right?
of a
Like
sausage
that?
is really appetizing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Would you
And-
would you like a
Ah,
sandwich?
good.
A dapper man.
Sausage
Are
and
we all
sandwich,
going
I like.
spare?
no, a half dragon.
Sorry?
Sausage in sandwich
Dragon.
with those ones. Anyway,
A dapper
they're
half
packaged ones, otherwise
dragon.
She's like the shittest sausage.
Oh yeah, no,
possible.
agreed.
But
Did you
yeah.
say so?
Did you not want all of that then?
You can have one if you want.
If you don't mind.
Go for it.
Why don't you go to the bathroom, then have your sandwich?
Eat it in the
Yeah,
bathroom.
wash your
Eat it
hands,
with one
Ryan.
hand.
Be a real bachelor.
What is it? Hindu woman that has one hand around the bathroom.
I
Yeah.
honestly don't know. But
Um,
that does make sense.
That's in Hindu.
That's
Oh.
Hindu.
It's also
Because they eat with
in.
their hands. They don't really usually eat cutlery.
Oh,
No one eats cutlery.
With cutlery, and they use one hand.
I think
for
it
that.
might be in some
Are we still
I'm not saying
recording?
Muslim cultures,
Yes.
but around
Of course we are.
Afghan, Iraq area, I think it's a custom there.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That just makes me like that's just not a bad idea.
I think certainly it's more regional than religion.
But it reminds me of that film with the three seashells.
Oh, that's so confusing.
Right?
That's Demolition Man.
I want to know what that's about.
They never explain that.
I know.
The internet has tried to, and it's
That's
still
why I
almost
still
like.
want to know.
I've seen the memes and I've seen like a review of it.
Oh,
I saw the film
it's-
like a very long time ago,
it's-
but then you saw a YouTube video
Yeah.
where the Nostalgia Critic reviewed it, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't think anything about the three seashells joke when I was like 10.
I heard
But now,
of this
it's
a while
confusing.
back on Reddit, and I don't really know what the whole fuss is.
So it's a movie about going into the future, and there's a bathroom, and he goes in there and he sees three seashells, and he doesn't understand because there's no paper, and he doesn't understand it, and no one does.
Well, that's just kind of the joke. Everyone's like, oh, you're so far from the past, you don't know how to use the three seashells, hee 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 hee. But then
Yeah.
they never really explain it to him or the audience. They just make you feel like, wow, so much has changed in the future.
And all restaurants are Taco Bell.
Yeah, which I think is really funny. The Taco Bell is the omniscient future restaurant.
It's not
They-
funny.
Well,
They-
they
they won-
reference like a fast food war.
War.
Yes.
They won the fast food wars.
They
It's
do.
like, that was a thing?
Yeah.
I would rather die.
They're just all
Absolutely.
like really, really kind of
That just reminds
stupid
me of
devices to make you feel like you're
Excuse me,
definitely in the
nice.
future, and a
Yeah.
lot has changed.
Yeah, I'd
That
die
reminds
for
Without
me-
explaining
KFC.
it much.
very
Yeah.
early Red Dwarf, where there was a battle between people who thought, was it the hot dog hats were yellow?
Yes!
Some were red,
yeah.
Yes!
and then apparently they were supposed to be green.
Yeah.
Film is called Good.
Oh, I've seen Good Burger,
Good Burger's
regrettably.
funny!
No, it isn't.
It isn't, no.
Okay, it was funny when I was like 11. I haven't really seen it since.
Yeah.
I have.
Okay,
I
so
watched it a
this
year
entire
ago,
cavern
maybe,
Yeah.
and
is
it was awful.
Well
They just
lit.
rely completely on Keenan and Kel
Okay.
humor, where they're like,
although
it's
it's
locked.
a bit
and he's
difficult
like,
to
"What's
see
locked? The
beyond
door?" And they're like,
these
"No, the
pillars,
sandwich.
which
Of
aren't
course
really
the
like
door."
this. They are more pointy.
Like stalactites, yeah.
Fine.
Stalactites and matching stalagmites above them as well.
Oh,
Sorry, stalagmites and then
Almost
stalactites
like-
above them as well.
Yes.
Ooh.
Almost like teeth, yes.
Ah,
So this would be,
Possibly that might be inside the mouth.
The
yeah.
mouth of the
okay.
cave and or the mouth of
but
the
it's like
dragon.
this shape though.
Uh huh.
Okay,
So the tongue would be here then, roughly.
Maybe.
And he said it was under the tongue, so we don't even have to go into
We
this
need to
bit.
kill them.
So what you can see
we probably
beyond that
Bryn, you seem pretty sure of that.
is you see the black half dragonborn, who is the dapper man.
Yep.
He's got a great sword on his
The
back.
Dapperborn.
really good sword. It's lovely.
And you can see curled up at the very back there is a sleeping young black dragon.
Oh, he's sleeping, okay.
Okay.
How young?
How sleeping?
That's the more important question.
I thought so too.
How young?
Well, I feel bad for killing a baby dragon.
Probably 30.
Kira goes, no, they're really evil.
I know very little of dragons and dungeons.
I've been telling you about them this entire time we've been in here. They're super evil. Like, the only reason we're, not trying to kill the one
Unless
we're
it's
in
metallic.
is because it's so big, it would take too long. And it can't move anyways. And it just wants to go
If
to
it's
sleep.
metallic, it's good. If
Yeah.
it's like that, it's a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that black dragon's the thing I was painting yesterday. It's not finished yet.
You should have wash on it.
And
the mouth.
Mouth and horns and
Oh,
claws
yeah.
and the wing.
God, have you
Do it
painted
wrong.
any of it right?
No.
Oh yeah.
For the purposes of the recording, it's still pretty
Stay
fully
away there.
painted.
It's still mostly painted.
Yeah.
It's a complete
Oh, I
enough
would've-
black dragon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yay,
You're
kitty
completely
DM.
dick.
We have now just gone to
Wow.
chaotic evil.
Right.
Oh, no.
So Akira's to the front.
Are
He
we
will
rolling
basically-
initiative or what? Or have they not noticed?
Dave.
They've not noticed you yet.
Yeah, because we're in darkness, except for Bryn.
Hey, bitches!
No.
That was the moose. Yeah, that's why.
Do you want
Um,
to come back round? Or we...
I can walk right up to him. It's the cultist. If we
Oh yes, we're in cloaks.
we're close.
Before,
You can also
Kira,
see the floor here twitching a bit.
Yeah.
And before, can I do something
Love a
before we
twitchy
go
floor.
into battle? Oh no, actually no, that'll give. Don't worry. You see.
Is this still all in a big cave?
How do you tell
It's
whether
not, it's not like
something's-
we come to the exit and the exit is like a teeth-shaped type thing.
That's a cave.
This is a
on the
big-
other
it's
side.
like a bigger cave.
A bigger cave looks like it's been excavated
Mhm.
around the dragon's head.
Oh, if it's got a little C, that means.
Yes.
Correct.
I don't have anything
And
to
if you
do.
listen to what's being said,
Oh yes, let's listen.
the half black dragon is saying things like, "I beseech you, accept our gift. You will be free." And you just hear, there's a deep vibration, and then you just hear in all of your heads, "Just let rest."
I have an idea, but we need to not be in the mouth.
You should have caused him, sir.
Yeah. We need to not be in the mouth when I have this idea.
How
But the only way to
No,
do
good
that
is
is being
this idea?
He's
Can
right in
anyone-
front of it, and everything else is.
Can anyone shoot? This might be what you're on about, but can anyone shoot flame? Because
Yes.
if flame suddenly comes out of this dragon mouth, that might scare them.
Out of a black dragon's mouth?
I have
Can
some
anyone
acid I
shoot
can
acid?
shoot.
No, I'm talking about
You
convincing
should just
the
ask the
dragon.
dragon.
I'm
to
going
do
to
it.
ask the dragon to spit, but we need to not be here when he does it.
But the only place for us to be is to be in this room.
We can't
Yeah, we can.
go back?
Is that going to take too much energy if the dragon's just
I
gonna
don't
like,
know.
"Oh, I'm just gonna
I could
do
ask. So I'll
He
awaken
wants to
mind
rest.
and say,
Yeah.
Yes.
that.
Ask if the dragon would
He-
spit when we are at a safe distance, please.
would you be willing to your breath out the breath weapon when I
Otherwise-
ask you
otherwise
to
the
get rid of
artifact
these
will not be
cultists?
removed.
I can't.
Is that because the artifact's in the way? Oh.
What happened to
You want to
Kira?
die.
He wants to die.
I think the thing is keeping him alive.
I see.
Is that the only thing stopping?
So
Because you
then
can just sneak, take it, go.
I can try.
And then they'll be killed by a dead.
Wait. Where is the tongue? Are the people positioned on top of it?
Tongue here.
No, tongue in mouth.
Okay. So if the dragon lifts up its tongue and we grab the artifact, is that possible?
It's
I
probably-
think I'm going to have to pick it up.
Yeah, I think he's still pretty.
Okay.
He's totally immobile.
Is
So-
it possible to lift the tongue without everyone in front of it knowing?
If they're blind.
Or
Well, no,
is-
but if we're underneath it, if we
Could
all
you
crawl
just cast
underneath.
supernatural darkness here?
What? Yeah. So how light or dark is this cave?
Run, grab it, run.
Okay,
'Cause
They
could
would-
this
there is a
flame
source
be
of
extinguished?
flame there.
Yeah, I can
Um,
put that out.
What about that ball of death?
I can do that, but then they'll know.
Yeah, but then that's dark as well.
Can you cast darkness?
No.
Oh,
No.
you're
No,
He's the wrong kind of tiefling.
wrong kind of tiefling. Yeah, he gets vicious mockery. He gets
I'm
to
the
call.
right
He
kind
gets
of
to call
tiefling.
people dickhead, and they die.
I'm serious.
Nobbling
If
was
we
my
lift
finest.
up the tongue
Yeah.
and all run underneath it, they
Well,
won't
just-
see us.
just
They'll
send
just
one.
see the
Just-
tongue
just
going
send
up.
One.
Just send one.
Okay.
Just send me.
Just send an
But no
Can you
one
make
will
me
see.
invisible?
Yeah, that's we need. If we can
Yeah.
sneak it,
send a
that's
small invisible
Yeah.
team.
So we're going to attempt to sneak. Everyone
Yeah.
agrees?
Can you just send me and make me invisible, and I'll push the tongue up?
Okay.
And if I get caught, then I can teleport.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
all of time.
So are the rest of us attempting to leave the dragon then?
No,
Just-
Knowing that
just
these
stand
people,
here.
these are here?
Oh yeah, if it dies, I look
Go.
around.
Surely going out through the mouth will be the best way.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fight them.
Well,
But we'll
that's-
see what
So,
happens.
can we see any other exits in this cavern? I'm assuming
Nope.
it's dead end.
So
Dead
we'll have
end.
to go back the way we came, anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well,
so
then-
we grab this thing, and if we can, and if the dragon dies, just collapse. So they're stuck in this.
Can somebody make me invisible?
There you
So
go.
we have to go back the way
Oh,
we
ring
came.
the ring.
So the plan.
There's the hat.
No, it's a potion, isn't it?
Oh, potion invisibility.
No,
There
I'm
you go.
serious. The plan is to get it, have Akira get it, while
And then
everyone
run.
else starts running away.
No, why would we do
Just
that?
wait.
We are
Because then if
hiding
they
around this
find
corner,
him,
so
he's dead.
case
once he's
something-
invisible,
Yeah.
there's no way for them to know we're here.
So I
So as
drink.
long as he stays invisible and doesn't get caught,
Yeah,
I thought we
remain-
said we had to go back the way we came anyway.
We do.
you
Yes,
do.
we do.
Which is why we're not coming into this cavern.
But
no,
if
I
I
know,
get
so why aren't we
caught,
starting to go back the way we
because
came?
if I get
if he
caught, I
gets
don't want
caught, we need
to
to
die.
assist him.
But he's invisible. Why would he get caught?
Because
It's
they
stealth
see
if they
a
roll
tongue
a-
moving and
Okay.
go, oh, what's happening? What's happening there?
Okay.
I mean,
I'm just
if-
thinking
if-
enough of our plans have gone wrong. We shouldn't assume it will work.
If
Okay.
you want to start running, I wouldn't. I'd be
No,
okay
it's
with
fine.
that,
I'm
but-
just. We do have to do that anyway, correct?
Akira's actually kind of sad about that. He's like, "You're gonna leave me alone."
No, we're not going to leave you. I thought that was the plan. I thought.
Wow,
Okay.
Hawthorne. Wow.
I thought that's what everyone agreed when we said we have to go back the way we came anyway.
We do, but I was.
But we're going to wait just in case. Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So I'll drink the potion, and then I will very sneakily go that way.
Okay, roll stealth with advantage, please.
19.
Ooh. Did you just roll once or twice? Because you get advantage.
Twice, yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
rolled a 17. I only have. Oh, sorry, no. Do I not? 1, 2. No, I don't. 19.
Okay, I'm just going to check the passive perception of.
Horde of
Everybody?
the Dragon Queen.
You don't
What's
see that.
That's an adventure.
Sorry, what was your stealth roll?
19.
Can we fight the Dragon Queen?
The dragon's pretty. This is the dragon I'm worried about. The half dragon I don't think I'm worried about.
But the dragon's asleep.
I can't
True.
give you my luck.
No.
Only inspiration.
The dragon is sleeping, so it would be the wyverns have to.
Yeah, I guess so. Or the half dragon. Maybe he's more perceptive than I think he is.
All right.
Sneak up. I
You're
go,
sneaking.
and then I start trying to look under the tongue.
The
Just very
tongue
gently.
actually starts moving more, so it's assisting you.
Oh.
So make a investigation check with advantage.
Okay. 17.
Okay, the tongue moves as you're using your gauntlets of ogre power to
Yeah.
also help it
Yeah.
out the way, and it seems to be trying to lift a specific piece of the tongue, and you do, and then you see, roughly the size of your head,
Oh, that's big.
what looks like an acorn.
It's not that big for a child.
Mm.
I'm kidding.
Okay, no,
It's a big acorn.
roughly the size
I'm
of
kidding.
Brad's head.
Yeah, that's big.
Oh, that's big
It's
enough.
a big
yeah.
old acorn, yeah. Okay.
So, and it's an acorn, but it's also had some scroll work carved into it,
Okay.
so that it actually looks under light like a actual physical heart. Not the heart shape. I mean the thing with the ventricles and everything.
Oh, okay.
So if the light catches it just right, you'd mistake it for a heart.
So I'll take a brief glance over to the mess and see if anything's happening over there. They haven't done anything or moved or anything like that.
The black half dragon is looking up here somewhere.
Oh,
Where
into
some
the
eyes would be.
where the
Oh,
eyes
where
would
the eyes
yeah.
would be, yeah.
So
The black dragon.
you said the half dragon is looking over
Up.
here.
He's
Oh,
looking where the dragon's eyes would
Or
be.
here somewhere, like right there and right there.
The two wyverns.
Mm-hmm.
One of them not paying any attention.
Yep.
The albino wyvern
Yeah.
is looking in your direction,
Okay.
and that noise has started the black dragon's ears.
This chap.
Okay.
Yes, and he starts to stir.
I'll just very carefully remove the acorn.
It is a bit stuck, so you have to get some. So give me a strength check, please.
Sure.
Actually, make it
Succeed.
athletics.
It's the same
Now,
thing,
very
basically.
stealthily, he steps away.
22.
Yeah, no, you managed to go.
And then it turns invisible.
And drops it.
No.
And then I just carefully move back
Can I
away.
have another stealth check, please?
Sure. 15 this time.
Which I think makes sense for you being a little bit weighed down with a
Yeah.
head.
Yeah. The black dragon wakes up,
Right?
looks exactly where you are.
Okay.
Passive perception 16.
Yep. So it can hear me. It still can't see me.
No, but it gets up. And could I ask
Yeah.
you to shuffle along, please?
That
Yes.
physically shuffle along. I will stand here for a.
You can
Thank
teleport.
Yeah.
I can teleport.
It's very loud.
Mine's not. It's just misty.
Yeah, but I can.
But I don't know how many people we can take with us in
I
our
can take
teleportation.
One.
He's Gimli.
And I can only go up to 30
And
feet.
he's like,
Oh yeah,
Huh?
I can only
and
teleport
he then
myself
mounts
30
the
feet.
dragon.
Right?
This whole thing starts shaking.
Yep.
The wyverns start following as well.
Okay. So I'm moving slowly.
Mhm.
So I guess
Invisible.
This
though.
dragon, and to get here, the
Is he
wyverns
with-
are approaching as well.
So he's within the mouth rather than.
He is
upon
now
us.
within the mouth.
Right.
The wyvern gets. These two wyvern are clambering between the teeth. Had to spend a bit of time going and passing through. So you probably managed to gain a little bit more.
I kind of want to
Ahead.
do something. I wanna-
And then the mouth manages to slam shut on the two wyverns,
Oh!
crushing them completely.
Nice.
That's one problem dealt with.
But you can also see that from where you picked up the heart,
Yeah.
as you're glancing back, you then look down at the ground, and that ground seems less spongy.
Oh.
So starting from there, it's all starting to
Turn to stone? Oh, I see.
pretty much, yes.
Okay.
And everything starts shaking.
Okay.
Does this mean that we are now locked in the cave with
No,
a
wait,
dragon, somebody riding a dragon?
No, you've got
It
the entire
means
dragon there.
Time to run, bitches!
Yeah,
That's
he's,
what I thought.
He's within the mouth, and the mouth.
Yeah.
So he's within the cavern that we are still in.
Yes.
Yes, he is,
Yeah.
he is trapped on our side.
Yeah. So
But
he
the
can
wyverns aren't.
follow. Yeah, but
Yeah, the wyverns are dead.
he is now basically chasing us down
Not
the
chasing.
throat.
Not chasing.
Yeah.
Okay, it is quite. Yeah,
It's
not.
investigating. It heard
It's
something.
not
It's going toward that
exactly
thing.
a loud. No, it's not exactly a large tunnel, so it won't be able to gain full flight and everything. It's going to be.
Yeah, chasing after us. So I will.
Just come round to me.
It is still coming towards you.
Have the rest of us started to move? Do we know this is happening?
Ryan, can I cast Summon Lesser Demons, but rather than a circle, have it a line of blood? Do you see why?
I see why.
And
I
given
see
the
why.
narrow corridor.
I'm going to say make an intelligence check.
Come on, Akira, it's time to be a smartass.
I'm smart. Well, that's smart. 7.
7.
7. I rolled 5.
What
No.
check was that for?
Okay, so I
Intelligence.
can make the circle. Okay, so I just and then summon the demons there.
Okay.
Just drop.
Doing
them.
so, I believe, drops invisibility.
Yes, it will drop invisibility, but I've
What are you doing?
given something else to eat.
Okay.
So you summon lesser demons, huh?
Yep. And I rolled a d6 to see what comes out. 8 demons.
8 demons.
8 demons of challenge rating 1 quarter or lower. That was what happened last time with the rolly things.
The Baneling.
Yeah, that's them.
Oh, well, might not be banelings this time.
There isn't any other chain transport 1
It was
quarter.
challenge. Okay, so instead it's going to be demon spiders.
That'll do.
So spiders appear between Akira and the black dragon.
And they all just go onto the dragon and his rider.
Okay.
And I just book it.
Yeah, okay.
And
We need to go.
Assume
When
you
he's
yelled us to
passing-
run.
I'll cast web on this bit here.
Okay.
So
Do you think caltrops will slow a dragon?
Hawthorne
Almost certainly.
misty steps 30 feet ahead so she can untie the fucking giant knot
oh yeah.
of the boat.
I don't think you're
That we
enough
will
to
need.
untie such a perfect knot, Hawthorne.
You could cut it.
Well, did you not tie an easy release knot?
No.
Oh.
When you did the stone check earlier,
You got
We're gonna
a
cut
knife.
it.
Yeah.
was that a serious collapse if we or we
There
just
are weak points in it.
Is there any point to me disguising
Just-
myself as the half dragon?
We could probably blast it.
Probably
That's
not
And
as
try-
he's on
try-
the dragon.
Trying to convince the dragon that his presumably master has
An idea.
jumped off and gone in front.
Okay, so you managed to round the corner.
Yep.
And you hear the black dragon, the black half dragon going, "After them!" And then you hear a breath weapon going off,
Blasting down the corridor. But
blasting down the corridor. You're fine. Those spider demons that you summoned?
yeah, probably all dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
What about everyone else?
Well, we're fine because we're around the corner
Okay.
I'm running.
and
Yes,
running.
Running, yes.
So everyone's running. Is there any kind of initiative now that he's
No
blasted a
initiative.
weapon at
Instead,
us?
we're going to be getting skill checks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm not skillful.
You
Can
do
I
have certain
please
skills.
have an athletics check from everybody, please?
Okay.
Sure.
I'm already 30 feet away, waiting in the boat for everyone else.
The boat is more than 30 feet
Yeah,
away.
yeah,
You
we'll
walked
go.
for quite a way.
Yeah.
Fine. Well, I'm walking
There's that
toward the
corridor of
boat.
dead cultists first.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
15.
15 also.
14.
18.
18.
Okay, you're all making good progress. Do any of you want to do anything?
When we get past
Just get to the boat.
the gap where those
Okay.
rocks were,
Yeah.
I want to try and collapse that.
I shit myself.
Good to
I
know.
want to cast Hunger Vidar at some just
Hmm.
behind us.
All right. Okay. Okay. First of all, give me an. Okay. How are you going to try and collapse it?
I've got Shatter.
Okay. In that case, give
That's
me
what I did last time, yeah. that should
give me an Arcana check, please. Ooh, Arcana? No. Arcana or Survival, your choice.
Survival. Luck. No, still 12.
12 total.
Yeah.
Okay. You cast Shatter, and it does cause part of the cave to collapse. It doesn't seal it off completely, but you think it might slow it down a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, you are casting Hunger of Vidar.
Yeah.
Okay. Could I please have an Arcana check for that?
Probably better. 16.
Okay, that's a very good one. Yes. As the dragon is chasing you down the tunnel with the black dragon on it, just with his broadsword, go, go. Let's check the thing real quick.
To Hadar.
Resistance to hunger, it ate earlier. Sorry, that was a terrible joke.
Ooh. Okay. So as you cast that,
Yep.
darkness also extends around you. It's magical
No.
darkness.
I can see through it.
No one else can though.
No, I put it behind us, not
Yeah,
on
no,
me.
no. Separate.
So
he does something as well. He swings his sword and goes.
is he casting a spell?
Mm-hmm.
Can I not see through it with my dark vision?
You can't.
No, magical darkness.
If I
I'm
burn,
30 feet
I'm
ahead
out.
of it, so I'm good.
I'm out of spells. I can't do that. I was
It's
going to.
actually a 30-foot radius, so you are at the edge of it.
So you're in darkness, but you can just step.
But yeah, you're like, oh, you get a brief moment.
I
of,
decide to run faster. Yeah.
So that hampers you guys a bit.
Did the web do anything?
The web did do something, yes.
Slowed him down, but he's quick. Imagine. Okay.
All right. You managed to get past where the cultists that you killed were in the tunnels.
So then we get to the darkness. Can I, when we're running, can I use my Rod of the Packkeeper to give myself a spell slot back as well?
Sure. Okay. Anyone else want to do anything on the way through?
Do another
There's
web?
things that I have that I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
I can't.
Think about we're running down a corridor and
Yeah,
you can do
I'll
things.
Not really. Don't
Are
really
we
have
all-
anything.
Well, you don't want to maybe. Well, as a suggestion, you could maybe try and use your stone cunning. You could use that. You could try to use your stone cunning to do what Bring did and try and collapse it, but using your
Yeah.
axe rather than.
Yeah, I was thinking of that, but I don't know whether we've only just gone past the cultists and the stone bits after.
There are multiple places where things were a little bit twisty.
Alright, can I see any weakness in the stone?
Roll your stone cunning.
What's that wrong with it?
Okay, that is intelligence plus proficiency.
You can always use your
18.
first.
18.
Yeah.
It's a very good roll. You managed to collapse a good chunk of the tunnel.
What if I put a smite into that?
If you want to put a smite into that, then mark it off, and you'll collapse even more of the tunnel. Yeah.
I'll put a smite into that as well.
Just a first level, second level.
Fuck it. I put a second level.
Okay. I'm not going to try to lead you, but yeah, Jesus Christ, you just go, and then there is a massive golden white explosion from where you strike the tunnel, and it just goes in it.
Sweet.
Seals the thing quite a lot. It's going to have a hard time getting through that, but you still want to be running.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're still running.
Was there anything Hawthorne wanted to do?
Do you have ice to freeze up a little bit of the time?
I'm too far away now.
Are you?
You're still only 30 feet ahead of the rest of the
actually,
group.
hold the heck on.
If she's just
Because-
running and we're
Yeah.
stopping to cast and do things,
True.
she's much further than us.
Well, I've got something that's 90 feet range.
Okay.
So
What have you got?
let's have a fucking snowball fight. Each creature in a 5-foot radius sphere, so that would just be those two if you guys are ahead of it,
Mm-hmm.
is gonna get snowed. Please make a dex save. What does that mean?
That's a natural one.
Hell yeah. D6 is pretty.
And then the other
Two of
guy,
them.
no, he fails too.
Does it do anything? That, as in slow them or?
Just give me a second. It's gonna be 9 damage. It's not that much. It's just cold damage. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's pretty chilly now.
So
Hard to move.
yeah.
Right, yeah, so just
For a
as
Chilean
they're bursting
creature.
through some of the collapsed tunnel,
They
you
get hit with
hit them in the
snowballs.
face with a bunch of snowballs, and yeah, they don't like that. Okay, well, you managed to get to the lake bed,
Okay.
Okay.
and you can hear the dragon thrashing about, pulling itself through a narrow part of the.
I just cut the rope.
No, I've already
She-
done
she
that.
already did
I've
that.
been holding the boat. Everyone gets in. I let it go.
I cut the rope.
Fair
Okay.
enough, you cut the rope anyway. Can I please have
Now I have pieces of rope to throw at the dragon.
athletics checks from anyone who wants to be rowing?
Not me. I will not be the strongest
I'll
one.
help. I'll
Yes, I'll roll.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm
I've
as
got-
strong as you, and so if we're
Yeah,
rowing
and I've
together,
got
then
advantage on athletics at least. So.
yeah.
There isn't a second
You
rowboat,
advantage on
correct?
the
like
roll.
they would have to wade through the acid.
Still.
Well, it's a
There is
dragon.
dragon
It can't
advantage on the
fly.
roll.
Ah.
You have advantage because I'm helping you.
Oh, okay.
It hasn't been flying
yeah.
this whole time.
That's good.
It
It's
can't
in a
fly
ca-
because
it's
the
in a
tunnel's
corridor.
too narrow.
But in the lake it can.
25.
But if it gets there, yeah, it'll fly.
I
I've
don't
got a
like.
25.
25,
That's-
okay, yeah, you are speeding across that acid lake.
Yes.
So it's both speed and acid.
Sure.
Nice.
What a weird trip we're taking.
Yep.
Alright, is there anything anyone wants to prepare whilst you're
For the record of the
speeding
recording,
across the...
there's a dragon.
James is pantomiming a very aggressive row. As is Brad.
We're
We're
running
like to be more
together.
than 60 feet away.
I think you're managing to actually get ahead quite a bit with everything you've been doing, but you don't know what'll happen when it manages to get to the
Ryan?
lake area.
In the interest of
Oh.
fairness, does he have his breath weapon again? Just so you can check to see if he does. There's been a few rounds.
It has
Also-
been a few rounds.
How much Gaviscon would we need to neutralise this stomach acid?
Follow-up question: what is Gaviscon?
Like an antacid.
Yeah.
Preparing to cast the
Oh,
spell doesn't
Is
Yeah.
that like
Burns the
Pepto-Bismol?
spell, yeah.
it burns the spell.
Kinda, I guess.
If I used whole
I
person on
will
the
allow
dragon
you
rider,
to,
does that
you know-
hold him so the dragon moves from under him?
He's just paralyzed. He might fall off anyway, so.
I'm going to say that in cases of this, you don't need to prepare
I don't have
the spell in
level
the
two,
traditional
though.
sense. It's just a case of when when it emerges, you can start casting the spell. The distances and the times involved are large enough that I'm going to say you can prepare without preparing.
Okay.
In this circumstance, so it's more a case of when he bursts out, what what do you want to do, rather than 6-second interval of
Yeah.
I need to be able to do that as soon as I see him. It's just
Okay.
a big mess.
Or we could hide.
Where?
Why?
In the
There's
village.
That island with the little village and everything.
But why?
Oh
Would...
yeah, what happened to the blacksmith chap?
Oh,
They're still there.
He's on the island.
Fuck no.
Well,
No.
I'm
you
thinking,
should rescue
would
him.
he make a good distraction? I mean,
I was gonna say
be
make the
killed.
sorry to
dragon
kill
think
him, but maybe the dragon
he
goes
was
him.
running away.
That's
yeah.
not what I was thinking. I was more thinking that
No, that's what
I
we were thinking. Though.
remembered that I promised to free someone that really should
Embarrassed
go.
to share a thought with Fergus, but that sounded okay to me.
But that means we need to kill the dragon.
In some ways, he would still be free of this mortal coin.
He's
But
not
you can
wrong.
do that tied up as well. So.
No, you
Yeah,
can't. Then you're like literally inside a mortal coil.
Well,
Oh.
me and you are driving the boat, so
Yeah. So well, if
I
you
imagine
guys
we
are
have a
if
moral
that's
compass of.
yeah. If that guy's if that's literally your reasoning of we want to kill him, I will keep rowing.
I don't think we should kill him. I'm just saying. Distraction.
Sacrifice.
I think he's more likely to live if he remains tied up. So I keep rowing.
No,
Okay.
that's a good point.
All right, you are.
Although I feel bad about breaking the promise.
You're unsure of
Yes,
how
you do.
far along the lake you are because it's a bit difficult to see quite that far, but you're going in the right direction.
I can see.
Well, the
I've
lake
heard-
is very large.
Oh, is it larger than 120 feet?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We should have
And
left a light on where we needed to go
you've been there. You can use the light on the island.
to judge.
So we have
judge.
made it to Village Island.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's about there that you hear the large crashing sound. You imagine is probably the dragon bursting free.
Do you have your light on?
I was carrying a torch from the.
Yeah, how's the dragon's dark vision?
Cultists.
Like, I turn off your light. I just snap my fingers and it goes out. Sorry, he can see.
Whilst we're in the boat.
While we're in the
If we're in
boat.
the boat, then.
Yeah, because that's the way light actually works.
They're dead, so don't need that one. Okay.
So, I probably got better dark vision than the dragon does.
How big is your dark? How long?
120 feet.
And
Oh
that?
crap. Probably. It might be the same. I don't know. Not sure.
And the dragon's also got blind sight.
That's true. But that must be like a really narrow range, I think. Oh, black dragons are. Okay, this is gonna be interesting.
Do you
Okay.
want to share with the class?
Well, yeah, Kira knows because he got a natural 20. Black dragons are amphibious.
Of course they
Yeah,
are.
but not to acid. Oh,
They
yeah,
go
no,
into
they
water.
Are
Yeah,
acid.
but not to acid, though, right?
But he is
He's
kind of.
immune to acid.
He's
He-
immune to acid.
He,
I'm
well, he
pretty
breathes
sure.
acid.
What about the buddy on his back?
Don't know.
Could this be an
Let's find
autoimmune
out.
dragon?
Well, he's a half dragon of the black variety.
One would assume he has at least a
So are you
resistance.
stopping at Village Island or are you keeping going?
I look at Orloff.
We've decided against using the hostages as sacrifices, so we keep
I'll
going.
keep going.
Okay.
Olaf's going.
Let's keep going.
Olaf's going. Olaf's one-track mind.
You hear a splash.
Olaf's one-track mind.
That would be the
Doesn't-
dragon.
Doesn't pay attention.
Oh man, that's bad.
So they're both resistant.
Potentially.
Potentially. Or the dragon doesn't care.
Okay, that's interesting. You hear another splash back by Village Island, and a thump, and a roar.
Are you
I
writing a
look back and
children's
see
book?
if I can
Is
see
that wait,
anything.
it's lights on that,
Splashes
right?
Oh, you're right, there are
roar?
lights.
Feel
But if you
bad.
look
Can we
back,
see?
you can see the dragon and his rider, although the rider is not looking too good. The rider's looking a bit dazed.
He's been through a hunger of Hadar, a snowball storm, and an acid lake.
And some piercing, shattering, cave ringing.
Yeah, he's looking a bit dazed, and the dragon is just rah, rah, and is just tearing apart the village island.
Okay.
They did not roll well for trying to find you guys.
Okay.
That's
Just keep going. Keep
I'm
going.
pretty
Keep
good.
going.
What happened to the hostage that was on the
I
island?
don't know.
You don't know.
They might be
He's
tearing it
fine.
apart.
He's fine. I'll just tell myself he's fine.
I feel a bit bad.
Aren't there two of them?
There were
It's
two of
fine.
them.
What? Let's have this conversation later.
We'll have a conversation later. Just keep going.
How close to the edge of the lake are we?
You're about halfway between
Oh, mother
island
of God.
and
Exit.
exit. And okay, there we go. When you reach the other shore, you see the dragon sploosh again in your direction.
Good. Keep
Ow,
running,
ow,
guys.
ow, ow, ow.
Kept rolling 3s to find you guys, and a natural 1 at one point.
Oh,
Can
jeez.
anyone else teleport?
No.
Not anymore.
Just
Just
my
I use my
30
level.
Same.
You notice that the hardening of the petrification, essentially,
Yeah.
of the what was remains of the dragon, has just about overtaken you. The time on the lake slowed you down a bit
Okay.
with that,
Yep.
and the whole thing is shaking. Rocks are starting to,
Fall down, yeah.
Keep running.
So are we at the point where we can get
Go
out of the
for
boat?
the ladder. Go.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're out the boat.
Okay, and
Go.
then,
You get
for
out the
ladder.
boat
and then
Go
run.
for the
and you
ladder.
run through the tunnels on the other side.
I tell the Ralph that is waiting for us to attack the dragon when it gets out of the water.
What the hell?
Okay.
But sure.
Which Ralph was it? That's the lion.
It's
Was
either a
it?
bear or a lion. I can't remember which way.
I think
around
Bear
it
was
is.
outside,
Did we have a Ralph?
Yeah, it was waiting on the
but
side.
you know he couldn't fit
we
in the
had, we had
boat.
one outside and he couldn't climb down the ladder. Then as soon as we came down, I got another one. Then he couldn't couldn't come onto the boat.
So a lion is confronting the dragon.
Meanwhile,
I think the lion has a good chance.
yeah.
Okay, you're just about to go around a corner. You look back and you see the lion at the edge of the acid lake, and then
Yeah, the chase is in.
and
So he's stomping quite heavily. Is the rock falling down more round where he is? Yeah, bell end. Stupid dragon.
Keep running.
I'll run it.
What's the plan here, right?
We get out, and
He's still gonna
we can't climb the ladder.
fly up the
It's a
ship.
narrow
And
path.
there is a ranged spell attack coming at
Counterspell. Just neutralize it.
Also, please hellish
Fair
rebuke
enough.
whatever this is,
No,
Alex.
I just stopped it.
Yeah,
That won't really do much, will it?
the half.
I don't
dragon
have hellish
goes-
rebuke.
Do you not? What
No.
kind of tiefling even are you?
I have vicious mockery.
Oh. I had
The
both
right
when I
on
was a
top.
tiefling.
As long as it's actually.
Uh,
Well, I guess it must be a spell, so I just go. Like, imagine it just looks like I just grab the
I think
magic out of the
Brad's
air and
got
just
hellish
disappears.
rebuke.
I do,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
What does my aura do again?
Gives us advantage.
Bonus to saving
Bonus
throws.
to saving throws.
Ah,
Based on your charisma modifier.
that's great. Nice.
All right. Yeah. The tunnel is collapsing around
Yeah,
you
so I'm-
and around him. So you keep on running. Any of you doing anything to try and slow him
Yeah, as
down?
I'm running, literally as I'm running, I'm doing this to the walls.
Can I do the same? Like
Sure. In fact, I'll say that you
I'll switch
can
to a
each, you
hammer
can
to
each
help.
take one wall,
Take a side
Yeah.
each.
take a side
that
each,
as well.
and just stick it in, and then keep running whilst running it down the sides of the walls.
Okay.
Because it's still
Oh shit.
it's still turning to sponge. So can I please have athletics checks from both of you?
Well, I just rolled a 7.
oh, I rolled a natural one. It's a plus,
24.
so 5.
Okay, you do blindingly well. You fall over.
Yeah. And then get back up and keep running.
Get back up, keep running, but you won't be able to try and do that to collapse the tunnel.
Yeah.
However, thanks to Orloff's pretty good roll,
Yep.
yeah, the tunnel does start collapsing faster behind you guys. You get to the ladder, and the tunnel is
Oh, can I boost people?
boost them up
Just
the
throw
ladder.
them up the ladder.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I assume Hawthorne and Bryn are teleporting
Well, it
as high as
depends
they
how
go.
high is it? Because I can only teleport so far.
Same.
I believe it was quite deep.
But then they can still
Can I
teleport 30
teleport?
feet up.
Halfway up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can teleport part way up. Yes.
Oh, doing that.
And you know, once you get out of the bit that is dragon, this is a drilled tunnel, so it's
Quite narrow.
seems slightly more stable than the stuff
Right.
below. I mean,
And
you know,
so narrower, right?
also narrower.
Yep.
Actually, no. it was big enough for a young black dragon to get down.
Okay.
So did we teleport halfway up the ladder, or just like a quarter of the way up, or?
You teleport part way up. It's difficult to tell because
How deep it is.
yeah,
You're-
and you're all scrambling up the ladder
Yep. As fast as you can.
fast as you
I
can.
guess me and Hawthorne at the front, right? Because we've teleported
Yeah.
a chunk of the way and then
She's
kept
got
going.
that.
Yep. So could I please have another athletics check from everybody?
Can I also ready an action if we're at the front in case something is on the outside of the tunnel that we may need to confront?
23.
Okay.
23.
Yeah.
It'll be
Wow.
just a cantrip.
Okay.
14.
Okay.
Non-natural 20.
Okay.
Is that
Eldritch.
12.
Eldritch.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
12 buddies.
Well, no one falls off the ladder in
Great.
their hurry, and you're all scrambling up as fast as you can, and
I'm at the rear.
all off looking down. You see, as the tunnel's collapsing, just the black dragon head,
Oh god.
and that is a
Acid attack?
Yeah.
yep. However, it is a 30-foot line.
You two
And-
are
Yeah,
out.
we're too fast.
Actually, I'm going to say that everyone, because you rolled above a 10, you managed to get 30 feet up.
Oh.
So the only one who's going to take damage is the doofus at the back.
What up,
I
doofus?
got 24.
Yeah, unfortunately, you were held back by
Everyone's
certain other
running.
party members.
Anyway, yeah. Do I have to roll anything?
Give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
I'm trying to swing the ladder.
17.
Wow.
That's
You
good.
succeed.
Yeah.
You take half damage.
Cool. How much is the time?
Probably enough.
Well, not to kill me.
I bet it's like all of my hit points.
Probably a shit ton of damage, but probably not. enough to
Okay,
kill me.
could I please have someone help for this because I need to roll a large number.
How many
Yeah,
of
what
them?
do you
So I'm just I was just going to keep on rolling this 1d8
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
and say out numbers, and someone
then
someone
someone
else
records
needs to
the
add it up,
counting.
please. Okay, so 5,
Okay.
3,
8,
6,
14.
14,
1,
15,
15.
8,
23.
5,
28,
20?
3,
31.
8,
39.
That is more than
4.
9 hit points.
43.
43, yeah.
It's a good job we didn't fight it. Just saying.
5,
48.
But you only take half of this.
Oh yeah, goody.
Oh,
and
okay.
another 5.
53.
53 rounded down
So 52.
26.
26. How's your health?
He's probably okay.
Pretty sure this is Rihanna, isn't it?
This is Final
Right.
Fantasy 7.
I'm on to 37 health.
So only 2 less
You
than
still
my
have
full-
more than my hit
full-
points on full health.
I imagine the ladder is just gone below Orlov.
So I'm 36
Melted
with no
away.
damage.
Yeah. Acid.
And actually, it's causing the entire thing to start tumbling down as well. Could I have another athletics check from everyone, please? With advantage.
Oh, nat 20.
23.
Shit.
I got a 2
No
and an
advantage.
18.
What?
Nat
Natural
20.
20?
Oh, and now the thing goes off.
Yeah.
So, sorry, just to check, you got nat 20, nat 20,
23.
23.
Oh, no.
I got a 2, but then an 18. So
Okay, yeah.
15.
Cool, okay. Nothing
Together,
bad
those add up
happens
to
in
20.
that way, anyway. If I have a D100 roll, please, Steph.
Please let it be reverse gravity. 'Cause it will help.
That would be great right now. For once.
would that not also help him?
Yeah.
Well, no, because the dragon's stuck at the bottom.
Then he would just get stuck in some acid
space.
goo.
Stuck.
Alright, wait, how do I do this? Oh, I rolled this one.
Yep.
Yeah,
The
okay.
sky. I don't
And then the
think
other
that's-
one.
So that's 30.
30 and then another
There's
D10.
one.
Yeah. 7.
37.
Breathe underwater.
Dragon's genitals become mixed.
All dragons disappear. The floor is food.
As you are
All,
climbing,
No.
all ladders turn to ice.
you find it. Oh, it's easy to go up the ladder. Hang on, oh shit. You reverse gravity. 37, 38 reverses gravity.
Yeah.
When you-
37 and 38?
Yeah, when you're in combat situations.
Okay, so up we go.
So
Yay!
I'm going to grip.
How large
Hey.
is it the reverse gravity as a spell? Because it has like a ceiling for us.
I'm going to say that's focused on you guys, though.
Okay, sure.
So grab
Yes,
What
we
are
go.
the odds?
2
2 and 100.
And,
150.
So mental.
okay, that is
2%.
you all start tumbling
Yep.
up the.
Oh shit, we're not going to stop necessarily when we just
No,
get
I'm
to the
just-
mouth
no,
of
I'm
this
just-
cave.
just turn upside down and just like.
How
almost
long
like
does
a-
this
Oh,
last
yeah.
again?
Yeah,
just
you
like-
flip upside down
And
you're
then
going,
just drop.
Yeah, it lasts
Or you do that ladder
3
slide when
rounds.
Yeah, down a ladder is a lot easier.
Yep. Yeah, you guys. You managed
I'm
to get
so
to the.
lost
You managed to get to the.
What?
Okay.
I don't.
Gravity
okay.
reversed,
Okay.
Which means that the ladder reversed.
which means that you can use the ladder upside down, and it's a lot
Oh.
easier to go down a ladder than up it. So that speeds you up a lot. Or you could just let go and fall.
Kira let goes and falls. Just
Okay,
totally
yeah.
just pushes
Let's
off
just
the wall
fall
and just rockets out.
I
Yeah.
fucking don't. I don't want to go catapulting
Splat
out
at
into
the
the
other end.
sky.
Well, 18,
yeah, surely
18
when you get to the mouth
seconds
of the cave,
later,
you're going to keep going up.
gravity reverts to normal.
Yeah.
You can fly a lot
So-
in 18
So
If
some
we-
of you go, "Whoa, doosh."
If
Yeah.
we fling ourselves out, are there any trees to grab onto?
Well, yeah, because we're going to take
We're in the
damage.
middle of a field.
falling.
You're on top of a hill.
Yeah.
All of them just
Exactly.
happily
But are there any
climb
trees
fast.
on this
Oh, I was
hill?
flying faster.
Yeah.
We're going to
No,
take
no,
damage
there's
from
there's
this.
bushes. I'm going to say that because it was only 3 rounds, you're not going to take much damage from this,
Yeah.
if
I'm
at all.
falling though?
Yeah, the thing is, you'll get
Okay.
so far,
And then
but then
arc
gravity
back
will
down.
reverse, and instead of going at the same speed, you'll stop in midair
And then arc.
and then arc down again.
Okay.
And
You
that's
have
going
no
to
feather
even
fall,
out
do you?
because you were reasonably close to the top.
Okay. Just
Boom. Yes.
Just want to see if I landed on my feet. 10.
Alright. You're at the top of the hole now, all of you. You managed
Okay.
to clamber out, or slingshot out.
Shut the hole.
Yeah, that
shut the hole.
slingshotting was really necessary. Boom.
So they fling themselves out of the dragon's anus.
It wasn't the anus.
There
This
you go.
this was a tunnel that they drilled down into its intestines.
Yeah.
Oh.
Collapse the hole.
Yeah, I'm going around smacking the
So
side
like
of
I've
the
got a
hole.
hammer as well, and I'm.
Surely that's just going to make the hole bigger.
We're collapsing it inwards.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Alright.
It should just collapse
I'll
naturally
I'll
at some
step
point.
back and prepare a spell just in case.
You can, and if, well, in that case, while you're preparing a spell, can I have a perception check from you, please?
Did we get horses out here?
Do we get what? Sorry?
You left it at the base of the hill.
The
You
base
left,
of the hill.
There's a bear here.
there is a bear here.
Throw the bear down!
No! 19.
Okay, you can actually see all of the hills are trembling as well, and you can see some of them are sinking
Ha.
as
Ooh.
the entire dragon underneath just collapses.
Okay. Run to the horses, and then we
Run,
just
run,
get
run,
out.
Have you successfully...
Yeah, I assume we've.
Yeah, you've collapsed that,
Good
and now you need to get out the hills.
Run, run, going.
So gravity
Kira's
resumes,
gone.
everyone runs.
Can I
Gravity
ride
resumes
my
everything.
bear?
Are we on the horses?
No,
You-
we have to get to the horses.
You have, to
Okay.
you have to get to the wagon.
I'll ride the bear to the dragon. Fuck you! I can summon something for you. It might not be a particularly useful amount to
So is the black dragon stuck within the massive hill dragon?
As far as you can tell, you've not seen him emerge.
Okay.
Yeah. So down the hill as fast as we possibly can, and then jump on the horse.
Do you want to hide this heart thing before we get...
I've still got it. Like
It's got a curse on it!
it's not got a curse on it.
Sir Percival flips off his hat, holds it in his paw. Put it in here. And as you do that, you know, it seems like you
It
can't tell if
shrinks.
either the heart shrinks or the hat expands. But suddenly, and it goes back on his head.
Yeah.
Does he do it with a really dapper, like,
Yeah,
flip?
yeah, really, really
That's a
cool
full
doing.
I'm not convinced that's
Especially
the right one,
seeing
so
as
give
he
it
doesn't
to
even
me.
have thumbs.
Yeah.
It's her cat.
Oh, he's not polydactyl.
He could have thumbs if he's a
Assuming
Hemingway
we ride
kitty.
into the gate.
He is not a thumbcat.
Oh.
Okay,
Well,
we'll deal with it
not right
later.
Yep.
Yeah, fine.
And you get down to the hills.
Yep. I turn
You see-
my sword into a whip, and because this is what you do when you're being chased. You jump on the thing and you whip the horses.
Arathanor, Molly's in the cart, and Arathanor's at the front going, What's going
Go
on?
run.
And you charge off.
You go, what's up,
Ba, ba,
bitches?
ba, 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 ba.
Congratulations, you have managed to
Level up.
Level up.
Fight a
evade the boss
We
encounter
say it
that I
enough
had
times.
planned.
And
Level up.
Not yet.
And as you travel along the road until you get to an area that's
You
not
feel
trembling anymore,
Stronger and levelled.
you don't level up until a long rest anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
hey guys,
Let's have a long
resting sounds so good right now.
Can we We wait till we're away from the dragon.
That's
It's
fair.
possible
That's
range.
fair.
Yeah, okay.
You get far enough that things seem like they're no longer trembling, and you can finally breathe a sigh of relief.
You know what I feel? I feel like we're at a higher level of hero now.
Unfortunately, you're not.
Damn it. Well, as long as I believe.
You
You're
believe
in
you're
your
level 20
heart.
for as much as you like.
You leveled up in your heart, but not on paper.
Damn it.
Roll persuasion. Roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
Oh.
Double disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Oh, that one.
Well, unfortunately, you're now level 3 again.
Just him though.
You're right, just him. Everyone else is level 4.
Or kills himself.
Are you high enough level to do that?
No, it was by accident.
Okay, once things have calmed down a bit and you slow down, Sir Percival says, My lady, I beg your leave to deliver the...
No, we
We've
want
not discussed terms or anything. We're just gonna hand over a heart and assume that everything's going to be okay.
The eternal Everescan heart must be returned to Everesca,
So she can see her dad.
so I can see what's wrong with the entire kingdom.
And see your... I thought...
I didn't think they made any promises that
Yeah.
doing this heart would suddenly then
They
restore.
just said, heart might get you in.
Yeah, and we're just gonna hand it over.
I believe they said that the heart... Returning the heart would be a feather in your caps, which would help your case to get in.
Do you have identify? Can we
Do
at least
I?
find out what this thing is
Oh.
before
I do.
we're just only willing to use it?
I do
We have to rest first because I didn't have it prepared.
You
You
can
cast
cast
it
it
as
as a
a
ritual.
Okay.
Just take 10 minutes and do it.
Because it was, unless I'm wrong,
Oh,
this
that
place
cookies left,
currently
Oh yeah, shit.
ruled by
Oh, man.
the bad guy, the bad part of
Thank
the
you.
government.
Yes.
And
Don't
therefore,
How
handing
bad
over.
is your
Oh, no, thank
stepmother?
I mean, she won't let me
So
back into
how
my
wise
own
is
kingdom.
handing over a potentially powerful
Well,
artifact?
yeah.
Can someone pass me a muffin, please?
It wouldn't be to her.
But is she like, I'm just not gonna let
Thank you.
my stepdaughter in, or is she,
Well,
I'm gonna murder a whole village
I'm
full
not
of people?
sure yet. It looks like she's just trying to detain others from gaining access. But
If you think
that
this
means
is the
she's
right-
probably complicit in a whole bunch of other evils
Oh, she
toward
sounds,
people of
definitely sounds like a fair person.
various. No, I don't think she's a fair person. I just think it's worth getting back into the city
Thank you.
in order to figure out how we can
Well, you-
dispense
I would
with
say
Didn't
we
you-
don't need the heart to do that.
Yeah, we don't need the heart to do that.
I've identified.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about it and what we can use it for.
It's a bit of wood.
You're a bit of wood.
It's not stone. Useless.
The heart is a powerful magical artifact. You don't.
Useless.
Some of it's beyond your understanding.
I kept the dragon alive for centuries.
Yeah.
However, it mainly seems like a source of life. It can't. You get the feeling that it doesn't create new life, but it's able to sustain life indefinitely.
Kind of like unicorn.
You also get the impression. Actually, can I have an intelligence roll, please?
From who?
Give me. Actually, make it Arcana.
Quite good.
19.
Okay, you get the idea that the dragon's warped and twisted form was because dragon magic did not mix very well with it. You get the feeling that the reason that it was grown into odd proportions was the dragon's own fault, rather than anything to do with the heart. The heart just provides life.
I just kept them alive.
Just keeps you alive, yes.
Indefinitely.
Do I know from this check or any others that I can do where it was before this dragon?
You were told that it was already that it was in Everesca and it was stolen from Everesca
By this
Yes,
dragon.
by the
but
dragon.
Do you want to
Bad
give your
dragon.
stepmother the power of immortality?
I do not. You know that I do not.
It's not going to your stepmother.
I know.
But
Going to your
I wouldn't give it to
stepbrother.
But she rules Everesca, and therefore it is going to your stepmother?
I just think we're in a much better bargain position if we still have it when we tell them we
Yes.
have it.
It's the heart is meant to be going to your father.
I agree.
Papa? Papa?
I've bought you this.
Didn't you grew up with this woman, yes? Or
Yes.
no? How evil?
I know.
Like smite evil?
It's never
Have-
come to
have-
physical blows, but it's never had to. She gets what she.
That sounds like evil with extra steps. Why are we not?
Where's that
sounds
from?
like slavery with that.
Why are we not?
Ooh, la di da.
Yes. It is that. Yes.
Me and you can sneak in and easily deal with this problem.
I'd like to see
Sneaky brain.
what became of my father. I don't think he'd be
Alright.
okay with these decisions. I think he's been imprisoned.
Break
Well,
in
well,
and rescue
how-
mission.
My question is, how does giving them the heart help with that?
I don't want to give it to them. I just want to use it as a bargaining chip. I want to
Then-
say we have
in which
it.
case we should hold on to it, right?
We should hold
Yes.
on to it and just go straight up to the gates and say,
Yes.
okay, we've got this.
I just want them to know we
good.
have it. I don't want to give it right
Because
away.
so Percival was suggesting just take it,
Would it
give
be
it over to them, right?
your
The
stepmother
agreement-
controls the city guard?
Yeah.
Yes.
Would it not be better to
Just get them to
do what we were going to do before?
Yeah.
Find a sneaky way in, and then if we're caught, we say, we've got this, you've got to take us there.
That sounds
If
like
we-
a really bad idea.
It does.
I'm
That
just thinking,
sounds like
if we
a
go
bad
there and
idea.
say, you know that thing you wanted, and you got an army, we've got it,
But we have our own terms.
and even if we
you
don't want
can't
to...
get it
Can we
from
get-
us unless you give us this.
Yeah, but they've
And then we
got an
still might not
army,
need to
and
give it
we've
to
got
them.
5 of us.
I
So
fought an army.
it might be against our terms, but if they want to take it, they probably could. They are a kingdom.
They don't know where it is.
Yeah.
Probably with us.
They don't know that.
Well,
I've hidden it under my pillow at the inn.
Well, we just
What does
don't
Sir
Oh, it's
Percival
gone.
say?
we don't tell them
The
where it
Sacred
is.
Heart Fairy took it.
I can give it directly to your father with no one else being any the wiser.
Unless-
He is who I was originally contracted with anyway,
Unless.
I
so
know.
I can just
Hmm?
I can get to him without any interference.
But I thought you didn't know
Double
what state
agent,
your
yeah.
father was in.
I don't. Does Percival?
It's alright.
Percival flickers slightly. I can tell your father is alive. I can't tell much more than that.
But you can't tell what side he's.
I can use my judgment. My contract now is with you. My loyalty lies with you. I can go and investigate, and I can use my own judgment as to whether or not he should have them.
But he could be ensorcelled.
I would know.
Oh, okay.
beholder.
And I'll never get to see him again.
You will.
I can get you in and see him. That's no problem. I'm this close to a spell that I can get in there. Just this, I feel like that close. I can get in.
Hawthorne's too close to this problem to know what to do.
Well, what's our end goal here? If it's just to see if your father is alive, why don't we send in Sir Percival without the hearts, get a more accurate state of affairs, and then we can decide then. If it's to overthrow your stepmother, we can equally do that as well. We have many options on the table to us, and right now they don't know we have the heart.
Yeah.
They know someone has the heart.
When I was doing my preliminary investigation, I was able to sneak around the city a little bit and get a lie of the land. Your stepmother is indeed in charge of things. However, your uncle is not happy. I trust him, and I do believe him when he says that providing this heart to them will not necessarily
Grease the
grant you
wheels.
official access to the city, but there will be enough people who would think favourably of you if it were known that you had returned the heart, that you could then be brought in with through the power of another faction, a rebellion.
How large is the rebellion?
Not large enough yet.
Do they have a chance?
I think so.
You
Eventually.
now, 'cause the big studly dwarf.
If we're talking about a
Partly,
rebellion,
yes.
Can you have
why
a big
aren't we
dwarf?
just going straight after your stepmother?
We should, shouldn't we?
We need time.
Cool the vet. Those swans are
If,
sick.
if they have the heart, then they can rally more to the
Right.
Our own cult.
I don't want it cold.
We're not starting a cult.
They'll never
We've still got them.
Cult of all
No, we haven't
our.
undressed yet, have we?
Oh, yeah. I don't want to be cold.
Can I have a long rest, please? Because I mean,
We
you
are-
guys look swell, but my ass is.
It's just the back side of you where the cult rose is just gone. It's just like this city burned. Like,
I need
That-
some sort of medication.
Maybe
that
we
doesn't
should
smell good.
sleep on this decision as well.
That sounds swell.
That does sound swell. I want to keep an eye out for the dragon though.
Yes.
Yeah, the other one.
Sir Percival's tail is swishing.
What
yes,
does that mean?
Percy.
He's annoyed.
Is I personally believe that we should into the right.
That's the problem. Making sure it gets in.
Could get lost. Could get stolen.
Let's make sure we all have a good rest.
The rebellion could have spies. That's the thing that happens to a traitor.
When do you have time to read books?
When I was younger.
You are younger.
Younger than I... You don't just start out at...
I don't know how teachings
I will
work.
ensure that it is protected.
Okay.
Sleep on it.
Yes. In the morning, we bring the heart to the right hands. Yes?
You're right, I'm really
These hands
tired.
look pretty right to me.
Bryn? No. Yes?
This one's the right hand.
Is no one agreeing with my plan?
Fergus
Stop
doesn't know what to
touching me.
do.
Another night of us having the heart is good for me.
Yeah. Oh, I need
So
to think
time,
about it.
I'm worried that as soon as we relinquish it,
Right.
I'm happy to relinquish it, but as you say, it's about giving it to the right person. And if our ultimate aim is to just take your stepmother off the throne, we don't need the heart. We don't need to give away the heart.
Why would you give away something that granted immortality anyway? That seems like something no one should have.
So if we don't give it away, we have it. But no one
It's
should
the heart
have
of
it.
Everesca. I assume
Maybe that dragon should have it. Should we go back?
it should be the heart of the city to keep the city alive and safe, and not a
Oh,
specific
that
person.
elves.
But
Alright, let's all be immortal. Let's all be immortal. That's what elves do. Elves love immortality.
Everyone
I've
loves
no problem
immortality.
handing it over. Just we need the
I
upper
can
hand.
Lemming
I think,
stone.
of the- We need
Couldn't
the
think of
bargaining
anything
chips right
more
now.
boring.
Giving it to them.
Yeah. It's just generally things that grant immortality are never good. Not in
It
the long
isn't
run.
immortality per se.
It's not
the
immortality.
dragon mixed with it badly.
Yeah.
This just keeps you healthy, prevents
Disease.
and illness. And yeah, you'll probably live longer with it anyway, but it's not full immunity.
Okay, so it's like, okay,
Sleep on it.
sleep on it.
So everyone has a full rest.
Everyone has a long rest.
Yeah, bitches. Guess
You
who's
don't
back?
level up yet.
Back again.
That would have helped
Level up.
before this.
All off with 64 hit points.
I would have had to mention door, polymorph, all kinds of new spells.
Right. What magic do elves use a lot? Do they use poison and disease?
But we're not leveling up, you say, so we don't need to
Not
worry about
leveling
this
up.
yet.
Don't have to worry about it yet.
Cool. Oh, do I get my hit dice back then after a long
Yes.
Yeah, you only used one of them.
rest? Yeah.
Then yeah, you get all of them back.
Whey! That's pretty good.
Okay. You set up camp. You have a long rest, and you wake up in the morning.
I say we do what the heroes do, and we bring the heart to the gates, and we say the heroes of Everesca have returned with the heart and wish to have an audience with the queen.
I'm sorry, Akira, that's a very bad idea.
I do not want to call her that.
The
Queen
what?
bitch.
By the sounds of it, she is an evil queen. So that would be literally going up and going, "Hello, evil queen. Have this powerful artifact, please."
We're not doing
But then we'd be right next to her and we could kill her. That's what happens in all the storybooks. It's like they go in and then the evil queen reveals her plan and then they fight and the heroes win.
that. I
Do you not want to fight her?
was allowed to live because she didn't kill me.
Time for the zone of truth.
Could kill her back. Stronger now and the rest of us are here.
She let me live.
If that's her only good turn, that doesn't
Oh.
necessarily mean.
Pretty swell.
We could
But I
render,
think she does love my father.
render her unconscious then.
That's fine. At least until we know how my father feels about it
Why
all.
don't we want her to rule?
She is being kind of racist.
She's not letting anyone into the city. She's walling it off. No one else.
Do we know if she might have good reason for that? Are you trumping?
He is.
She's always hated anyone non-elven. She won't let anyone.
That's a
Not
fairly
particularly good
popular
reason to kill
sentiment.
someone.
No, it's not a good reason.
It's
I
a
didn't
fairly
say kill
popular
them.
sentiment among certain members of the Everescan community.
It
And
is.
elvish
Yes.
No, there are some elven cities which are quite open, like Silvery Moon.
Some.
Yeah.
But
Collection.
Well,
elves are generally
do you
quite
wanna-
introvert, aren't they?
Should we at least summon your uncle? Bring him here
Yeah, yeah.
again. and
Uncle.
have a chat.
Uncle's a good idea. Good
Yeah.
uncle. Good old Unky.
Hunky uncle.
Doesn't even remember the name of our uncle. Jesus.
Is that what you were you talking to me? Sorry.
Yeah.
So was
Good old
Jesus
Unky.
the name you were suggesting for the uncle?
Yeah, Uncle Jesus.
No.
Jesus.
No. Hornbeam.
Ah,
Okay.
similar.
Summon Uncle Hornbeam, see what he says.
Can we do that?
If you,
Percival can.
yeah, Sir Percival can do that. Though I will remind you of what the agreement was,
What was
Yeah,
the
what's the
agreement?
agreement?
or rather, what the initial plan was. The plan was get the heart, give it to Sir Percival. Sir Percival would then take it straight to your dad, whilst you guys
Oh, we'll
went
do that then.
carried on to the desert. If you want to then
What?
backtrack in order to go, because you still got to bring Molly back to the desert
Yeah.
in order to sort out that problem.
Oh,
However,
Okay, Molly.
if you want to backtrack to Everesca
in elvish politics, man.
and try and deal with some of this, then sure.
I think the general consensus amongst us all is that we don't want to hand over the heart thing just yet, do we?
No.
So we've got the option of keeping it on us and going off to the desert, or dealing with the elf stuff, but we can't deal with the elf stuff and go off to the desert.
I see what Sir Percival's saying. So with the heart, they
I
can
would give
gather
it to
more
her
support.
father. Give it
They,
to Sir
they're saying
Percival.
they can build the rebellion bigger, and then when we come back,
I
we
trust
can...
Thorstone enough to know what her dad is like, and then we will continue on to the desert, and then hopefully when we get back they will have negotiated enough for us to be able to help them.
I have a spell that I've been thinking about using for this, and I want to know if it would work. If we are outside of the gates of the city, do you think my father at all could be within 30 feet?
Very unlikely. The point where you were stopped is more than 30 feet from the city.
If we were right outside the gates?
You'd need to sneak past the guards to get there. Because you've got the gate, but the gates are at the entrance to the valley rather than the city itself.
Fine.
Can you not cast Sending?
I don't have that. Is there a way to talk to my father at all before we have to move on?
No.
I'm not asking you!
What's the distance range on familiar, looking through your familiar's eyes?
Not large enough.
Like 100 feet.
100 feet.
You could write a letter to him, have Sir Percival deliver that.
Just communicate through Sir Percival for a bit.
I need to hear what he's...
Yeah.
Sir Percival can bring you
And my
back.
letter cannot be discovered by anyone in the government.
Sir Percival said he was confident he could bring that big egg thing to your dad. He can bring a letter.
Did you have a code? I could write him a letter.
I should just tell Sir Percival
Can you write?
the sentiment he needs
Wow.
to deliver so that there is no paper trail. But I
Yeah,
need to
Papa?
be able to hear
Papa.
what my dad says.
Spelled P-E-P-E.
Tip.
P-E-P-E.
I might be able to open up a lane of... It will take a bit out of, but I can amplify our connection briefly,
Just need a long
Will you
rest.
be able to make it back to us, Sir Percival?
eventually.
Just a P.
Sir P to you.
Well,
It just doesn't seem like there are any good options.
well, you know me, I'm good with anything. I'm going to go get drunk in the bar.
No, you just take the best of the bad situation.
Bring your uncle here, compel him to tell the truth, and if we are satisfied that we can hand it over to him,
Well, Sir Percival said he can take it directly to my father.
Without dealing with any of the border guards.
And I do believe him. But I don't know
Do you think you're
if my
fine?
father has changed his mind about who we are since I've been gone for so long.
Then keep the heart. But then we have a harder time of dealing with them when we come back because
Yes,
they
we
won't.
do.
But then
It must be dealt with.
deal with it now. But then we have to.
What is pandemic on the drink? Is that like a drinking?
On the brink.
Oh. It looks like drink from here. Have they made pandemic into a drinking game? That would be
I mean,
amazing.
I suppose you could, just on your
I
own.
kind of like the name Pandemic on the drink.
That'll be the name of your next pub crawl.
That's actually just called
Possibly.
a bender. Hawthorne is a stomachache full of indecision.
do you trust your father?
You trust Sir Percival.
I'm not sure if I trust anyone other than Sir Percival because I've been gone for so long.
Then
I trust my father,
Do you trust Olaf?
If you trust your father, give him the...
but I don't know what my stepmother's done to him in my absence. A long time ago, my father met a human woman, and his time with that woman resulted in my birth. He, rather than leaving me with the humans, thought I would have a better life in Everesca and brought me home. And his wife, my stepmother, died to see a pure elf in her family's line now. She did threaten to send me back to the humans and to have me killed, but instead, eventually, decided to raise me as a full elf and let me stay part of the royal family.
I don't think your stepmother really liked you that much.
No,
So then
I think she did it for my father, and possibly for the fact that she realized she was unable to have any children of her own, because I never ended up with any brothers or sisters. But
me and you break in.
I had to leave to see if I could meet humans or my mother, which never happened, and I don't know if this has only been viewed as another betrayal to the elf. I don't know if my father still wants me home after he sacrificed so much for me, and I left.
My lady, he was encouraging broaden your.
He
thought
was.
you should see the world.
Is it because he thought I would be safer this way, away from what he knew would happen?
I do not think that. I think it broke his heart to see you go, but he wanted you to live your. He sent me to look after. I don't think he would have done that. Someone.
I'll have to trust him then, and I trust you.
Shall I deliver the heart?
You shall.
Very well. And then then you see his mouth stretch into a grin, and his body fades away until it's just the mouth, and then the mouth disappears as well.
Is
wish
he
I could
related
teleport
to the
like
Cheshire
that.
Cat?
What?
I wish
Yes,
I could teleport like that. It's
it was a friendly. It wasn't. It wasn't.
Wow.
It wasn't an evil grin. It was a friendly smile. He was smiling at you,
Uh-huh.
and then
The friendly stuff. I've got your heart, bitch.
Okay.
yes,
Well,
I am
then-
intentionally evoking the Cheshire Cat there.
just need to take Molly home then.
Because that's as simple as it sounds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just a hop,
Slavers.
skip, and a jump through a desert.
You're actually on the border of the desert now.
Hop, skip,
Now
and
that
jump.
now that it's light out,
Now that we're on the border, hop, skip, on way to the desert.
you can see that actually, yeah, the desert's like right there. It's less than a mile away, and in fact, you can see that the desert is much closer than you thought. Almost like the desert itself might
Has
be
been
expanding.
moving.
Might be expanding.
Oh my god, it's a Sandra.
Except if you look to the south, roughly where Everesca is, the expanding desert actually there's a horseshoe around it.
Oh.
So it can't touch Everest.
So so the desert is encroaching on everything, but it can't get near Everesca. Yeah.
Well, Molly's home is that way.
Sure.
How did Molly get to Waterdeep in the first place? Did we ever find that out?
I'm not sure who asked her. She wasn't. Or if you asked her, she wasn't
Very powerful.
very
walker.
forthcoming.
How did so? I'll ask her again. It's like now seeing the desert and everything else we traveled through. How did you get?
Oh, I met some men in the desert who sent me.
They sent you there? They just
How? Magically? Or on a boat?
They told me to close my eyes and think really hard about the help because I was there.
Why are these people dealing with you? Never. I never understand that.
That sounds like some pretty powerful magic.
I can't do that. Can you
Nor
do
can
that?
I.
I'll do that.
You just choose not to, right? Sure.
Well,
One of them was a blue man.
blue man,
Another was a brown man.
brown man. Like, okay, I've never seen a blue man. Well, you're
We
bluish,
have.
No more grey. Blue grey.
bluey gray.
Cobalt.
Oh, okay, well, through the desert we go. I'm guessing the horse is not going to like the desert that much.
Maybe not.
Well, we're at a trading outpost, right? I imagine which
We're
the...
not near the trading outpost now.
No, it was. Yeah,
We not?
no,
We just travelled to it then.
yeah. Went
Which
to
is
the hills.
expanding.
We travelled... What?
And
Travel to
possibly
the
swallowed
hills.
the
I
outpost.
didn't realise we'd started to... Because I assumed we'd come back from the hills, rest of the trading outpost.
No,
tavern.
just rest-
No. It was. You went down to the trading outpost, then went up to the hills, and then continue on from there.
Aye.
And Arathanor goes, "Oh, right, yes. Whilst we're in Everesta, I picked up some clothes for
Oh, yes.
desert wear. I made some assumptions on sizes.
They
so
let
I hope
him
they
in
fit.
Everesca?
No, the trading outpost.
Okay, good.
No, he was turned
No
away as well.
offense.
Remember?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I'm sorry. While we were in Dragon Stomach, did he make his way in
No,
somehow?
we can enter just run in. That's not...
If you want in, we can get in.
Arathanor is pulling out some long, light-coloured robes that you can wear.
Sweet.
You'll be fine without it.
Yeah, I'll
because
be
of
fine
your
without
sword.
it. Yeah, the sword's like keeping me cool.
What
I mean, you still have that light layer of frost over you.
Yeah.
So what's the name of Molly's desert is
The Anarok
Anarok.
Desert.
That's what I thought.
Now, do dwarves have like cooling units in their splint mail, or
No, you just heat up.
shall I take it off there?
Now, yeah. Do we want to travel by day or by night?
Well, it's morning now,
Yeah, we could.
and we're not close to the center of the desert, so we can tread carefully and then camp if we need the Cloak of Darkness.
Molly, you're from here.
For anything.
Hmm?
What's in this desert that we should be worried about?
Whatever enslaved her people, I imagine.
Well, I'm thinking more like creatures.
Also,
Sand.
good idea.
I heard
Please don't.
I've heard people mention
Sand.
undead
Dead?
and sand sharks and
A what?
sphinxes.
Sphinxes, where you have to answer a puzzle to pass.
Other thing, dragon.
That's usual. A dragon seems to be a common occurrence everywhere we go.
Okay.
Oh yeah, two now.
Sandworm dragon.
Sand shark.
Flying sandworms.
No. Why are you wishing horrible things on us?
Oh yeah, and of course the sandworms, which are big and purple.
Is she serious to say that?
No, she
Okay,
didn't say
thank
that.
you. Brad
Not
knows.
outside the realms of possibility, but yeah, possibly.
Yeah. Okay,
They're
so
clearly black and white with big Beetlejuice.
that's a different thing altogether because those are portals to holy lands. I think is that how they work. Beetlejuice, the sandworms are black and white striped for some reason.
Because
I have no idea
Beetlejuice
what you're
wears
talking
black and
about.
white stripes, and he creates
I
them.
don't think he creates them because he's afraid of them as well.
I've never actually seen Beetlejuice.
What?
Never got around to it.
It's such a good film.
So
Yeah, good
last
film.
time it was alright.
Billy Crystal.
No, it's Michael Keaton
That was Michael Keaton. That's what.
and young Alec Baldwin.
Arian.
Barbarian.
Alright, Olaf has
It's
had
really
enough.
good. It's one of my favorite movies.
So you start trekking through the Anarok Desert.
Yep.
Rich gets it.
Okay, as you are travelling along, you find that it's getting a bit difficult to keep your directions.
Yeah, it's sand in every direction.
Sand in every direction once you get far enough into it.
Yeah.
So Arathanor goes, right, yeah, I was told about this. I was told to look for some, just a big line going up into the sky. Anyone see anything like that? Can I have perception checks, please?
Okay. Who told Arathanor to look for this?
Oh, Tim.
13.
The landlord.
Yes.
21.
Wow.
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
25.
14.
Oh, 22. 22.
Eagle eyes.
Eagle eyes, yep. I need to remember where I put
Just
this.
like that.
Oh yeah, that thing. Okay, we need to keep that to our left because it's to the north.
So we're
No,
No,
looking
sorry,
for...
wrong. Totally wrong. We need to get this to the right because it's to the south of where we're going.
And it's a
But which
line
one is
extending into the
left and
sky?
which one is
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's just a big line.
What is
Was
that?
that like an obelisk or
I
something?
think it's some kind of, it might be a tower or something.
Skyworm.
It is very far away.
Okay.
Molly,
And actually looking at it, you can see that it is very far away. You can barely see it as a line, so it must be a very big tower.
can we ask Molly to recap the last things she remembers about this place?
Last time on Molly's life.
You said it was taken over. You were a slave.
They were enslaved by
Well, no,
who?
well, my daddy was just a carpenter, and then some bad men came and said that he owed money and that he was going to be a slave to work it off.
I'll dress up.
Okay. And the bad men were blue and brown?
No,
Good men were blue and brown.
I ran
Neutral
away into
men?
the desert and found, and those men found me and said they'd send me to someone who could. Well,
Oh, I see.
they said they'd send me somewhere and I should try and find someone.
What did this blue and brown man look like exactly? Like just like a normal human
Oh
person?
no,
or-
no, the blue man didn't have any legs. The brown man didn't either.
Brown blue man without legs. That's
I got a
shit
16 on 18 Arcana.
I got 3.
Do I have like? Do I go?
No, hold
oh,
on. What's
no.
16 plus 7? I got a 23.
23. So we both go. Oh no. Yeah.
Maybe you're thinking along the right track.
Yeah.
I'm confused. Like, hand on head outside of character talk here.
Okay, you know Aladdin.
No, wait.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the genies.
Oh,
I'm
Okay.
trying to talk about how at first, when Molly came to us, she said, like, her whole people were enslaved or something. And that we needed to help everyone in the desert.
Okay,
correct?
so the explanation was
Yeah.
with Molly's poor storytelling and Tim's research,
Yes.
you found that the city had kind of been taken over,
Okay.
and the entire
So the
thing
city
is
of Anarok.
No, the city is called Asylum in
Okay.
the Anarok Desert.
That's right.
And the entire thing is a trap. The whole thing is a big trap to
Casino.
Yeah, there is a casino, there's a coliseum, there are dinosaur races. The city runs on the rich and powerful gambling
Right.
with the lives of their slaves, who they use as currency.
Okay.
And
So
then
she is enslaved.
She isn't.
her father.
Because
Her,
she's a
fa-
child.
her father was
Okay.
taken into slavery. There are people there who are free, who are not slaves,
they're-
but the entire city is designed to try and get them to sign contracts and things which end up putting them in slavery.
Okay. And so we're just learning now that two legless men, who are probably genies, told her to find help for her father.
I think she may have made a wish.
Yes. That's what we're learning now that we did not
Yeah.
know before.
You didn't
I'm
get
just trying
that before.
to transcribe everything. Okay.
You didn't get that before, and it sounds like that might have been what happened.
Isn't that like
Yeah,
a,
Molly is not a
small-
reliable narrator.
No,
Isn't that like a tiny, useless use of a wish?
It was Molly.
she's
a
a
child.
little kid, yeah.
What would you tell her?
Oh, why didn't the people who cast wish just fancy?
Because she probably asked,
She
I need
was
some help.
Possibly alone.
And they gave her what she wanted.
And genies phrase everything in horrible ways. So if she says, I need you to
That's
help
true.
me, then they'll say, great, close your eyes and you'll find someone who will help you. Because it's not us, because we're genies. We're just going to sit around and trick people.
So we've got yet another to overthrow.
Got two now.
We've got two now.
Yes.
It's good. We've got a list of things to do. My mother always said
Most
make a
people keep
list.
track of enemies. We're keeping track of governments that we are.
See, mind your problems. In comparison.
Compared to Hugh Kolstag and
Yeah.
Taylor Darkhope.
Yeah. Whole governments.
Man, our
versus
butler just thinks we left. Who's paying his wages?
He's a ghost.
Ghosts don't have
His
to.
wages are, they allow me to keep existing here.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, we could have banished him.
I hope he's okay.
He has meaningful chats with
The
the
Ralphs.
card delusion that we have outside there.
Oh, okay.
Forgot we left.
Also when tradesmen come calling.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was his name again?
Jenkins?
Yes.
That was it.
I think it was Ralph, wasn't it?
He's not Ralph.
Well, genies aside,
I can summon her.
shall we get going?
Need to do that at least once this.
Sure. What'd you get?
A mastiff.
Nice.
This little dog.
Ralph's the dog again. Alright, so you are traversing the desert during the day.
Done the first day. Depending just to see how it is. Kira's probably fine. It's like, oh, this
Kira
isn't so
is
bad.
absolutely fine.
This isn't so bad, guys. And you're all like drenched.
Yes, it is hot and uncomfortable.
Why is Akira fine?
He's a desert
He's
tiefling?
covered in a fine layer of frost.
Or...
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I pull out my sword. And
Oh, wait,
it's
I
like,
can do that, can't I? I have Ray of Frost.
That's not the same thing.
Is it like I cast it and then I walk through it? Like when you spray perfume and you're like, ah,
Is
and
Ray
then you
of
smell
Frost
nice?
Ray of Frost a full spell or is it a cantrip?
Cantrip.
Yeah, true.
Hawthorne sprays some Ray of Frost and then walks through it like you do with perfume. Glorious.
Alright, I'm going to say that'll help a bit.
Ha! Well, yeah.
Once-
It only helps a bit with perfume as well. It's not like the most effective way to
At
do
some
it.
point during the day when it gets really overbearing with the heat, I summon a tiny raincoat.
Oh, that's good.
A cool raincoat.
I
Nice.
died of jealousy.
Alright.
Your back itches
My back.
I
a
know!
little bit.
Constantly. James.
And then it goes away.
Don't do that. It never goes away.
Is there like a protection from elements type spell?
Yeah.
Just
I
my
think it's
back?
literally called protection from
No, I
elements.
was talking about Olaf.
Oh, does it?
Oh.
Olaf's back itches and then goes away.
Mine does for
Given
real.
that I'm
Can you help?
a natural
Come on,
explorer of the
please.
desert, am I alright with this heat?
It's uncomfortable, but you are managing.
What does natural explorer around here get me?
Means that you can't get lost, I believe.
Cool.
Yeah, I think it's
Follow
called
me,
protection-
guys.
That's possibly how
I
you're
think
able
it's
to
called
pick
protection,
out that tower.
protection from energy.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm desert natural explorer. Follow me always.
Because of the Arcana check that we did, or the whatever check that we did to go, genies. What do we know about genies from that check that we did? And what it means if you have wished. Like, does that mean
Especially
Molly can
given
summon
the
them
two
and that
different versions of
Molly
them.
is still their master?
Okay, with you got a plus 20 roll, didn't you?
You got 23. didn't you?
23, yeah.
Okay, so you get that one. There are 4 different kinds of genie-like beings: Ifriti, Marid, Jinn, and Dao. If there are 2 of them, and one is blue and one is brown, you imagine it's probably a Jinn and a Dao.
Jindal.
which are the air and the earth elementally aligned. They are strangely mercurial by nature, and it's very difficult to figure out what they do, what they're doing, why they're doing it.
They behave like their elements in a lot of ways. The Jinn are wind, so they basically are. They do what they want sometimes, and
But they don't need to be freed by anything, and no one is their master.
You've heard
You
stories.
did say Aladdin earlier, so now I'm just
Yeah.
going on those terms.
You do hear You do know that there is a story very similar to Aladdin about a genie being trapped into servitude and being forced to grant wishes from whoever
Yeah.
owns its receptacle. But that is not. I mean, there are free genies out there as well, and they can. Some of them can, if they're powerful enough, can just cast wish.
Because my only
At will.
experience with genies are Aladdin and the Diana Wynne Jones Howl's Moving Castle series, where they are absolute dicks the whole time. And
Aladdin's genius.
no one
nice.
is their master, but oh my god, do they just want to ruin everything?
The one from Howl's
Even though
Moving
they
Castle,
can't even be freed. They're just salty forever.
The ones from Howl's Moving Castle were more like a hag.
No.
Otherwise.
It's in the second book in the series mostly.
Oh, okay.
It's not in Howl's. I forget what it's called now. House of Many Ways is the third one. It's in the second one where there are jinns who just ruin everything.
Depends what you get.
Well,
And they constantly give people kind of like a literal version of what they ask for, but not a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those would be the stories around Ifriti, I'd imagine, and
Yeah.
Jinn are more
flighty.
Is this church
flighty and
music?
kind.
No.
Right,
No.
so she
Final
was
Fantasy 9.
set free by some genies for reasons unknown. We are going to go back to this place to try and set everyone free.
Yeah. Muck things up, I think
Muck
is.
things up, steal what we can off the slavers.
Get a pet
Yeah.
dinosaur.
Ooh. I
You
like
basing
that.
this on Flintstones?
I want a dinosaur. How big a dinosaur should we get?
One that
about,
can carry all of us around,
Sounds
I'd
good.
say at least
so we don't
2
need
foot
several
long.
horses.
Why don't we just put him in the cart so he can be in the shade?
That sounds good. Let's throw some shaded oil.
Just lift Orloff off and put him in the
Why
cart.
don't you summon a cool, refreshing ale from your cup?
Yeah, you could have done that this whole time.
Cold ale.
On a related note,
Just like touch it to his face.
James' brother got him a giant Viking drinking horn, and now he drinks everything out of it at home.
Fantastic.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Hot and cold?
No, just cold actually.
Can't drink hot.
You can't
ale
drink hot
because
things out of
It's got beeswax. and get-
Oh, okay.
I kind of want one now, just for D&D, so I can sit here and drink from a horn.
Yeah,
It's
I've got the
I
skunks.
want to do a D&D session where I actually get to be in character and just literally beer through the whole session, but can't do that when I drive to it every single time.
You're more than welcome to stay one night.
Come to ours. Come all the way to Everesca.
I'm willing to do that, although, I'd need to plan ahead because I don't know which minis to bring.
Mm.
Or we do a theatre of the mind.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. We travel through the desert.
I can't even look up what the name of the book is. Your internet just won't let me do it. But it's the second one in that series.
Okay, so travelling by day, you can see at one point, I'm going to say that
Just-
Fergus
yeah.
sees it because of his stupidly high passive perception
House of
and
Many
his
Ways
natural
is the
for a
third
desert.
one.
Mhm.
I can't remember
You
the
see
second one is.
some triangular shapes
Oh
of
my
varying
God.
sizes.
Sandworms.
And that just ate up 5%.
Which one
of
are
my
those?
energy.
Yellow with some red and blue hints to them.
Castle in the air.
Yeah,
Sand
Castle in the Air is
bees.
that one.
As you get near to them,
They're bees.
no, you can see that they look kind of like shark fins.
No,
Oh.
sand sharks. We were warned about this.
However, they're not moving at the moment.
Wait. Why aren't they moving? Stop.
Oh, they're sleeping.
They're sleeping.
Yeah, they sleep during the day and soak up sun with their fins.
Oh, so we can just walk
Moy is
by.
one.
So they're like
Because he is
a
from here.
sand
This is just like
basking
every
shark.
Floridian child knows a
I
lot
mean,
about
it
alligators.
sort of, it seems like it's just absorbing the sun and might be more active at night.
So if we kill it now, it won't be as powerful.
Or we could just leave them alone. Right.
Like a hunter's.
If you're travelling at night,
But we're not traveling at night.
Yeah, but see our tents and they'll be like, yummy.
In the desert, is it not better to travel at night because it's cooler?
Yeah, but the first day we traveled during the day to see how bad it was. And
Yeah.
Orloff's the only one who's having a trouble time.
Another cold ale, please.
It is a very cold ale.
So we've
and it's
decided
very strong and thick to deal with the cold.
it's best to let sleeping sand sharks lie, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll stay in the cart drinking cold ale.
And what is our plan then? How far are we from Molly's dad and the
It's gonna take
slave
you a
drivers?
good couple of days to get there, possibly
Okay.
a week.
Great. So, does everyone want to rest now, or is there anything?
Well, we're gonna have to rest several
nearby?
times.
Near
Well,
sand
camping up
sharks?
not near the sand sharks would be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
So is there an-
get out
an
of sight
inn
of the
or
sand
anything?
sharks.
What do sand sharks look?
It's just like a shark fin out of the. We haven't even seen what they look like.
What do they look like underneath?
Don't
Oh,
know.
in fact, I can
You dunno?
just look at them.
Oh no,
I can't because
it's,
I don't
these
know
aren't
what
D&D
that
monsters.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, not traditional D&D monsters.
They might be D&D monsters. To be fair, D&D's been around a long time. It's not this edition of D&D. Keep going.
I mean, they are actual.
What?
We just need to keep them away from the horse, and we should be okay.
Is there anything between us and the city, or is it all just sweeping expanse of desert?
Yeah, there are different ones.
That was not my
Sweeping
question.
expanse of desert.
Sweet being expensive, so we just need to keep going until we get there.
No oases or anything like that.
No mirages or anything like that?
How are we dealing with water and food out here then as well? Not-
There is a lot of water in the wagon.
Oh, okay.
No, this is someone that's made their own sand sharks D&D.
We'll just avoid the sand sharks, and if the sand sharks only what hunts at night then? I guess.
The sand sharks.
What? Okay.
Sphinx is coming.
Are they going to attack us? Are they smart? Are they?
They just
I
have questions, right?
hear that offer you.
A deal. Okay. Sure.
If we do struggle for food and water, I'll create food.
Okay.
That is a super helpful spell to have that you've just mentioned now.
Well, I have the entire cleric spell list. I can,
Oh, right.
I can choose every time I have a long rest.
Oh.
Say we just keep going if we run into something.
D&D.
All right.
Alright, so you carry on travelling until the sun starts going down.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to keep on travelling, or do you want to take a long rest?
Are we near
We need
sand
to
sharks?
rest.
You're not near the sand sharks
We
anymore.
need to rest the horse and feed
And
it.
the Orloff,
and
apparently.
put on its feed bag and give it to us.
Set up some tents and bed
Bryn
down
also
for the
gives
evening.
Orloff
And
a
then it
feedback.
gets freezing.
And it gets absolutely freezing at night, yes.
Oh, that's better. Oh.
It's better. There's a weird thing in the desert. It's like it gets better until it gets to about midnight, and then it's so cold.
It's just like Download Festival.
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to
I
put my
freeze
armour
the
out
whole
in
night.
the cold. And then when I put it back on in the day, I'll be like, ooh, cold.
Just like Download Festival, that's what we did with the cans of cider.
Okay.
Yeah, well, one reason for travelling at night is to keep your body temperature up and then rest during the day when it's hot.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's entirely up to you guys which way you want to go, because
Well,
I've
it
got
seems like we've
different
already
plans
done
depending
this.
on which one you do.
Oh, brilliant.
Different
Can
encounters.
can you cope with us traveling during the day?
It's fine, but for now, hot ale.
It is foul.
Still warm.
Only ale, right? You can't just have a hot cocoa or anything like that.
I imagine I don't
warm.
feel it anymore. Like I just don't feel temperature changes because of the weirdness of my physiology. It's just like
And the sword that you
and
got.
the sword, yeah. It's like
You constantly feel a little bit chilly.
yeah, just a teeny bit.
Hawthorne's cold.
Warm ale, milady.
No.
Fine.
Fire.
I mean,
Oh, what about like a mulled ale? Mulled ale.
the cup mistakes him and hears the word
there's
bold.
spiced apple in there. It doesn't mix well with the hops.
Does it only make ale?
It only makes ale.
Oh,
Someone tried mulled ale somewhere in this kingdom.
Someone tried it once.
then it didn't work, did
From
it?
the people who brought you
It's
beer
got lots of
milkshakes.
bits in it.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine it was very popular.
Well, we should probably keep
And
watch.
unfortunately, if you try to pour it away, it doesn't actually pour out. You need to drink the whole thing.
You've changed that, bastard.
You're right, I have changed that.
That laugh was evil.
Whatever, I can just whisper something else to it. And
Well, it needs to be empty first.
We should keep watch.
it's fine.
Sure.
I
Okay.
just wanted something warm.
Is Akira taking first watch then?
I can see the best at night, so I should probably be middle.
True.
It's actually quite bright when the moon's out.
It would be, but still.
Yeah, yeah.
Before he goes to bed, Olaf's going to take a whiz.
No
Sure
one
thing.
needed that.
I'm role playing.
Oh, you're actually getting up. I see. Okay, well, I guess I can take first watch.
Gotta do it over here. He's suddenly got his accent back as well.
Well, we'll wait for James to get back.
Unless Hawthorne's watch is just completely uneventful, which would be great.
Well, we're not resting, so I can start leveling up if you like.
Yes, we could start doing that.
Not yet.
Aw.
I have all my spells.
The
picked.
night passes without incident because you're not travelling.
Okay.
So
I
the
need to
whole
go to
night
loo as
passes
well.
without incident. Okay.
Excuse me, please, Alex.
You, sir, are excused. Sorry, I'm falling asleep here.
May I have a cookie?
Yeah, just falling asleep.
Which one? Galaxy or
Sorry, it's
Warstorm
not very
Truck?
exciting, I guess.
No, it's not that. I'm just sleeping.
Just as the one that was in your hand. So it's like, okay.
Sorry I keep doing these, by the way. My friend is having a festival-themed birthday party over the bank weekend, and I have to make everyone a festival wristband
How many?
That's
by tomorrow.
How many people?
How
That's
many
a
those have
task.
you made?
I've already done 12. This is
Okay.
the last one I
Oh,
need to do,
okay,
but they all
okay.
need to be done by tomorrow, so I'm just kind of like, I should finish this before we have our gig and a roller derby practice.
Are they
So-
all the same or are they unique?
No, they're all, well, yeah, they're all unique. I can show you what 9 of them look like, because I got a picture of 9 of them on here that are pretty cool. So they're all slightly different color patterns, and they're all slightly different, like string arrangement.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's cool.
one of the girls on my team just realized I could do this, and she was like, "You should make everyone wristbands for the festival."
You're being commissioned.
And I was like,
For free.
"It's alright, okay." Other people had other jobs. Katrina had to procure shiwis for everyone.
Are the
What?
shiwis going to be used?
Yeah, we're camping.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
We're somewhere without a toilet.
I'll be fine.
Yes,
I'm
you have a
fine.
built-in shiwi.
Get a festival, buddy.
Everyone has to bring some food. Other people were in charge of making like banners or bringing games or bringing like wigwams and such.
Wigwams.
Are you going for the
I'm sorry,
authentic experience
what was
of
wrong with
somebody
the way I
collapsing
said
on your
wigwam?
tent?
Wigwam.
Are you going for the authentic festival experience of somebody collapsing on your tent at about 3 in the morning?
I'll do that.
The ropes being
I'll
pulled
do that
up.
for them.
That is not the
I'll be like-
authentic festival experience in
Is that the
mine.
Dragon Book?
That is
One.
definitely a download
Is that
experience.
the Dragon
Download
Book?
experience for me is just some guy having a beer nearby being like, "You look like you're crap
Alex,
putting up tents. Do you want help?"
Is
And
the
I'd be
Dragon
like,
book
"Yes,
there? I
new
just want to look and
friend."
see if there are any dragons in it.
You've got player's handbook.
And there's one under there. There's a couple under there.
Oh, sorry, sir. Dragon Queen.
That's the one. I want to see if there's any pictures.
Queen of the Dark.
Looking at the design.
Oh, look the dragon queen.
This has been recording for an awfully long time.
It is.
Oh, look the dragon.
What spell are you?
Dimension Door, Polymorph, and I've got one other one.
I haven't prepared to level up yet. I guess part of me always
I have
knew
to get
Ryan wouldn't
Polymorph
fucking
so
let
I
us.
can take an Eldritch Invocation, and that
There's
gives
no
me
point.
Polymorph.
We've got a relatively short section. There was no point us leveling up mid-session.
No, I know. That's true.
Excuse me.
If I had Dimension Door, we go straight into that city immediately. 500 feet teleport with no necessary for direction or anything else. Just boop, in we go.
Well,
Unless they got protections
if
against
you
that kind of
have-
thing.
True.
If we level up between now and Everesca, we can use Dimension Door to get in there, though,
Again, assuming.
which would be great.
But
well,
also-
between here and Everesca, I feel like we might.
As Zoran said, assuming they don't have any protections against people just
teleporting
magically
in.
appearing.
I remember Silvery Moon.
Yeah, nothing but teleportation protections.
Specifically mentioned that in the book.
Yeah,
They don't.
they do for the one Silvery Moon. They do.
No, for
People.
Everesca, they totally don't. My stepmother thinks everyone but elves are just completely incompetent, and she wouldn't put any protections on her wall. She would just think the wall is going to do something, when in reality, it isn't.
It's like the walls, mountains, raised by
Just
mountains.
like
Yeah.
someone else.
It's just about that wall that Ryan's trying to build out back. Keep the neighbours out.
Yeah, the Mexican neighbors.
I had the chapel yesterday when I read about that. You're banned from trading with China.
Really cool piece of artwork.
So the opening headline of the BBC thing was saying, President Trump has, said you are hereby banned from trading with China.
Who is?
Did you not hear? Oh, Trump made a bit of a speech
I haven't
yesterday.
heard about this.
Yeah, basically said, big
Have you heard about
companies,
this?
you're banned from trading with China because of the tariff increases. But then the
That's
very
not what
next
that
line
means.
in the article was basically saying the White House have not commented on what legal powers he actually has to impose such a ban.
Okay, yeah. makes
But yeah,
sense.
he tried to ban his big companies from
I
trading
can
with
imagine
China.
IBM would have something to say about that.
Yeah. He also tried to buy
I think
Greenland
the start of that
recently,
that,
so-
that
Yeah.
letter from Ginny will be F and then off.
What I didn't really understand about that is he wasn't clear on his reason for not visiting. Because initially he was saying, "Oh, I'm not visiting. Oh, you were nasty in when you said it was absurd. You could have just said we don't have an interest in selling it. Blah blah blah." Okay, so you're snubbing them because they were rude to you. And then it came, "I would only visit if the sale of Greenland was on the cards." So now you're not going, not because they were rude to you, but because they don't want to sell you what you want to be sold. So which is it? The rudeness or the not selling? It doesn't matter which one. It's absurd
He believes
either way.
that's rudeness. He believes that anyone who isn't giving him what he wants is rude.
Oh yeah, exactly.
That's how rich New Yorkers are.
Yeah, no, I accept
All of
begrudgingly
them.
that is the case.
No, the rich ones. I said.
But it's just his. At first, it's I'm not visiting because of rudeness.
You've literally heard Zach
And then
do
it
that.
was,
Anything,
I'm not
anytime something
visiting
goes wrong in our
because
friends'
you're
lives,
not
they're like,
giving me
"Oh,
what
rude."
I want.
Let's take that out of the recordings.
Keep that.
Okay, so next morning rolls around after a night of that incident. Various
Hey.
watches posted, etc.
Does it roll around with a natural 20?
No,
Oh, so it's not really morning. Yay!
actually, it's a natural 9 a.m.
Oh.
Which is when we left, and we should have been here on time. It was-
It's fine, Steph. Don't
I
worry
haven't
about
used
it.
my amethyst in a while.
We haven't needed to. We've had enough
Excuse me.
recklessness from
I don't know. I
rolling
just feel
well.
like using it.
Maybe something will come up today that you should use it.
If you really want to. I mean, we're pretty safe here.
There's a sandstorm on the horizon.
No, I don't
Oh.
like that. Should
Yeah,
we
well-
just...
I should be going, right?
That seems like a bunker down and stay here and don't move.
Well, you can probably move before.
Move until it gets-
You don't even know if it's heading in your direction. It's just on horizon.
On the horizon, okay. Can I tell which way... Well, he can probably tell. He's
It is to the north,
Yeah.
and it's so far away. It's
When in doubt, Darude.
It's there. It's called Sandstorm.
wow,
Yeah.
Darude.
Okay.
Yeah, Darude. Sandstorm.
It's to the north. You can't quite tell which direction it's moving in at the moment because it's just very far away. So yeah, you guys pack up and start heading off.
Okay, yeah.
Trundle, trundle, trundle.
And then once we figure...
Once you figure out it is coming towards you,
Oh no.
Okay,
Ice cold ale.
like I said though, it's quite far away and moving quite slowly.
Okay.
So you're able to make some good progress today before you have to get the tents back out and just bunker down.
I assume we just have to... If it's a sandstorm, we just have to get in the cart and hide the horse somehow. Well, how do we...
It pulled the cart.
We pulled the cart. We
Okay.
need to protect the horse's eyes and
Cover it.
everything. Yeah. And make sure it doesn't bolt.
Let me see if there's a card in the
Yeah, so I do... I like wrap
We need like
the
an
horse
opposite
in
of
stuff.
hunger of Hadar.
Yeah.
We need like the satiated of Hadar, where you just like put the horse in a little happy, like fake pit of lightness and good
That's basically
things.
Liamon's tiny hut,
That's
isn't it?
Damon's tiny hut.
Oh, okay. Well, we need that.
You can cast it
If you have the spell.
if you have the spell.
I don't think I do.
No.
No, you don't. You use
So yeah,
You know, you're the different kind of wizard. You're the kill things wizard, not the utility wizard.
I am both. Chaotic neutral, my friend.
Tie the horses to the cart, cover
yeah.
the cart, cover the horses, and then
Yep.
bump it down.
bunker down, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so the sandstorm is raging. And it seems like it's raging for quite a while until it very, very suddenly stops.
We're in the
I
eye of the
look
storm.
out.
I wish there was like minus inspiration I could give people.
Well, you can't.
I look out and see what's going on.
Two gentlemen stood there.
Ah,
I say, I'm very sorry.
When you
hello?
say gentleman,
Yeah, one's blue, one's
Are
brown.
they gentlemen?
Oh.
Alright, you can take away that minus inspiration point I just made up.
Oh hell yeah!
And yeah, they've both got legs
They've both got legs this time.
at the moment.
Hello.
Terribly sorry, we didn't see you there. This is
Uh,
the Jinn speaking.
The Jinn speaking.
Sorry, the blue gentleman.
The blue gentleman. Well, yes, the Jinn.
You're
Do you mean there's your sandstorm?
Oh yes, sorry, we were having a little wager, you see, and we just got a bit carried away and didn't see you until we were right on top of you.
What was the wager?
Oh, haha, my esteemed compatriot here was
Is his
betting
name
me that-
Jones? Is he Dow Jones?
Oh, gee.
Fine.
Yes.
My compatriot here, Jones. He was
Does he have an
he was
index?
betting me.
Does he have an index?
It's a sand index. Yes. It's a Gindex.
I
I'm
feel
sorry,
your
last
pain.
one.
I feel your pain. I'm really sorry.
I
Believe
love it,
me.
but I hate it at the same time.
Olaf kills himself.
It's probably for the best.
TPK.
So,
TPK.
Dow rocks fall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
My esteemed compatriot here, Mr. Jones, he bet me that I couldn't keep a whirlwind, I guess, a whirlwind going whilst he was
Tornado?
trying to keep it down.
Oh, I see.
And
He was having a bit of a contest.
Could you keep it up?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, I was managing to keep going, and
Kick it
the
in.
contest had kind of reached a bit of an impasse. I couldn't make the tornado too powerful to shed all the sand, and
So you couldn't plough on.
Mr. Jones couldn't fill it up with enough sand to bring it down.
I'm sorry,
Oh.
neither of you could finish.
Your concern is appreciated.
I don't understand what's going on.
I want a galaxy cookie.
You deserve one.
Yeah. I need to save everything.
Give it.
Let the recording show we all just stared at Ryan as he took a heavy bite from a cookie.
Yeah.
A melancholy bite.
A melancholy bite.
It was heavy with melancholy.
Do you happen to know a young girl named Molly?
She's right here,
Yes,
actually. Do you
is
recognize
she?
this little girl?
Do you know this child?
Oh, Mosha! They turn into cockneys.
So just the hitcher
I
suddenly
mean, you're
turns
They,
around.
they perk up, and then Molly pokes her face out and goes, "Oh, hello again. Oh, marvellous. You found someone to help you then? Uh-huh. I win!" The Dow points at the gin and goes, "I win! Pay up!"
Oh, weird Mozza big.
What?
So it's
Oh.
the Australian now.
We had a small bet going. We do that a lot.
What?
We I bet she wouldn't be able to find anyone willing to help her. Mr. Jones bet differently. So we sent her to Waterdeep. And now she's come back with help.
Good one, Mozza!
What did you bet out of curiosity?
Yes, what are the stakes in your bets usually?
Bragging rights, really.
Oh. That's less exciting. Well,
Oh, we're just killing time anyway.
to what?
Don't know. It's got nothing better to do right now.
Oh. You could help Molly.
Yeah, how about overthrowing some slavers?
Yeah.
Is that what you're here to do then?
Yeah.
It might be.
Yes.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I think so. 4 or against? I'll go 4. Okay. I'm going to bet you guys succeed.
So damn.
Could you help us?
Can I have some
Alright.
insight that is definitely not Fergusy, but it's an observation.
Yeah.
We need to bet them to help
Given
us.
their whole culture is
Yeah.
based on betting and whatnot, what's the betting that these two are actually behind all the evil that causes them to turn into betting evil monstrosities?
But it's also the deals thing that I'm kind of questioning as well.
But we need to bet them that they can't help us, and then they'll want to try.
We'll bet you one dwarf.
No. They only care about bragging rights.
One braggable dwarf.
I don't think that... I think they only care
It's not a unit of dwarf measurement.
I don't know how you'd measure dwarves other than in height.
Exactly.
with...
You know what? Just give us a second to work that
Goodness.
out.
Broad
Having
axe.
a bit of a conversation.
Yeah.
You can't quite hear what they're saying.
19.
Or they're speaking in their language, which means almost
Bit of both.
no one can understand that.
Actually, just for illustration purposes as well,
Yes,
Fergus
show
was
us
a
what the gin
remarkably
look
big
like.
taint. It's a good shot.
they both then rise up, their legs disappearing
Look
into
at them.
the
Ice
swirls,
I love it.
and they go, "Very well, we shall get you on your way. Close your eyes."
Oh no.
Okay.
Can we hold on to each other?
Yes, that's a good plan.
Very well, hold on to each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
And do we all need to... Bryn? Do we all need to think of the same thing?
No, it's fine. Just close your eyes.
There's no place like home.
No, Fergus!
No.
Any advice when we get there?
None whatsoever. Well, we're excited to see what you do. Woomph! You feel basically a sandstorm whirl up around you.
If we're in Waterdeep, I swear to God.
And that's the end of the session.
Actually, very tempting to end it right there.
Ow!
A little bit longer. And then when you feel it die down, you open your eyes. You're inside what looks like a living room. Your wagon as well.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
That's the horse too.
Molly goes, I'm home.
Is your door big enough for a horse?
You look and you can probably get the horse through.
That's
So-
good.
Not the wagon.
Well, the horse will poo.
It still looks like home. We've been gone quite
Plus-
some time.
Plus a wagon.
Didn't sell it all.
You know, it's more that her home is still there and intact, and no one has taken over it in the time that we.
Oh, that's a good point.
I was just.
Are we in somebody
fire
else's
station
living
home.
room?
I'm ready an attack.
Hang on, where's my phone? Do I
Is
need...
this our home back in where
I
James?
picked a name for someone.
No,
and
Molly's.
I've lost it. Now I
Oh,
need
Molly's
to
home, sorry.
find the
I was about to say,
name again or a new name.
Well, that was quicker than I thought it would be. And no more desert.
I guess. But
How are we
only
gonna
like,
get
we're only
the
like a
wagon
day
out?
away from it anyway.
And we
But
still aren't indebted to these gins in any way.
They've saved us 2 days walking in the desert. I'm not.
More than 2 days.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
A week lasts 10 days.
And what do they want in
Yeah, a week
return?
is 10 day.
Why are the week 10 day?
Because it's a 10 day. They have a decimal system for their calendar.
Oh.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Fridia.
They all have names. I forget what they're called though.
Oh yeah, please more.
Extra
What is
day,
it? In,
bonus day.
Oh, which
Fun
cartoon
day.
is it where they changed the word Tuesday to something?
You're gonna have to go for the Red Dwarf thing again when he decimalises music. Adding woe and bow. Do, re.
I made a red
Whoa,
dwarf
whoa.
joke earlier and no one even said anything.
Did I not get it? What was it?
From the people who brought you beer milkshakes.
Oh, I heard that. I just didn't know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
That's
remember
when-
that one.
That's when Lister's confidence shows up.
Oh.
And he
Okay.
just-
I hated that episode.
It's so funny. It
I
just
hate
like
confidence and paranoia.
is the hype man for everything Lister does.
Oh, sorry, no. The days don't actually have names. They're just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
One day,
That's
2
it.
day, 3
And there
day,
are 3
4
weeks
day,
in a month.
5 day.
Oh, I remember what it was. There was some cartoon where the number 3 was replaced with the word chippermonkey because Bill Clinton said so. It was like 1, 2, chippermonkey, 4. I don't remember why or what that was, but it was a thing. It wasn't a day of the week though. It was just how they counted in that
What
world.
did you get? 17. What will you get if you rolled all your dices?
Don't look that up.
This is my tank shot. A 10,
29,
5,
20, 34,
4,
38, 40,
Okay,
50.
so as the dust is settling, there is sand all over the place.
That kills me.
Yeah, fresh sand
From the, yeah.
from the weird sandy teleport you just had.
Yep.
And you can see someone on a sofa just going,
Hello?
what?
You Molly's dad.
No, he's
Molly? Molly? Oh, thank God you're back. And I left his name again.
Does Molly show any signs of recognising this man?
She does.
I like.
She goes, Clementine.
What a shit man.
Yeah.
Oh, Clementine. Oh. And this is my mighty axe, Orangefield.
Here's
Oh, yeah, no,
youngest,
my name's,
Tangerine.
Are you okay? Are you okay? And he gives her a big hug. Oh,
Stabs him in
I'm
the back.
very sorry about what happened to your father.
Come, pet
Not
the dog,
Molly's
Satsuma.
No, I'm the former royal vizier.
Wow. I look around.
This is not an opulent
The whole
place.
family are always
You
prepared for apples.
you came down a bit.
Yes. Unfortunately, when what's his name, Corbin got
Baron Corbin.
Corbin May. Remember?
Oh yeah, Corbin May.
Baron Corbin, May.
Remember? Back when he took over, Molly's entire family was
Should have been
out of
Corbin
the
Johnson
throne,
now.
and
Corbin Johnson.
I was out of the job as well.
Oh.
The whole cabinet were out.
Twice.
So that was back in Molly's grandfather's time.
But
He
now
was the
it's-
Sultan.
Much
Oh,
more
okay.
strong, much more stable here. Ever has been before.
Well, if the former royal vizier is in here, I don't.
There's a joke there between cabinet and a Arachna wardrobe, but I can't think of it.
Oh, that's enough. That's good.
So, who's up for dinosaur racing? Right.
But
What's the current state of this place? We only been hearing things in drips and drabs. Through the others.
Okay, well, on the surface, everything seems fine and happy and wonderful.
Sweet.
Cool. Yeah.
But, you know, the city basically runs with slaves as currency. Molly's dad, the rightful heir to the throne, is, now a slave.
Sounds familiar.
Wait, she
How,
didn't.
how can the
So
the
she's a
highest
princess?
authority become a slave?
Because the royal family was kicked out.
Oh, it was a coup.
I thought
Yes.
I thought we heard he was a carpenter.
He was.
Yeah, he
Mo-
took up a trade. Yeah, he was only the prince at the time, and then
Oh,
yeah,
he was
only young
ousted,
at the time.
became a carpenter.
Yeah,
Right.
Molly, you buried
Are
the
they-
lead on that one.
You did. I feel like
What?
knowing everything that's been happening to me as well, you would have, maybe said there were some similarities.
Is
You're
are they
royalty.
is that him?
Yes.
Yes.
Are they
Would have
open
been.
about the slavery, or is the slavery
Royalty means
underground?
money.
But good for
Oh,
you.
the
for
slavery's
being
pretty
humble.
open.
So they're open about it. So although it seems like everything's
You have
good
to.
on the surface it's good with slaves.
You have to remember, there's no world government,
Yeah. No, I just wondered.
or
how
even larger governments beyond a city is.
Yeah.
very
No, I
unlikely.
just wondered whether they were open about slavery or
Yeah.
not. Sorry.
Everything seems peaceful.
sir. Cool.
Everything seems productive. But very slowly, more and more people are being driven into the slavery, and more people with money are coming here and joining the upper crust.
Is there any
First person is
significant
that we're talking
want to
Yeah.
end the uprising or to have an uprising?
Start that again, please, because I'll try to listen to both of you at the same time.
Is
I
there
missed
any
the relationship
want
with
for there to be an
Princess.
uprising?
Team always-
Obviously, slaves don't like to be
World
slaves,
is evil.
but
No,
if
I
there's
think
no pressure otherwise,
the slaves don't want to be slaves. The original inhabitants, those that are still free, they very much like to.
I'm pretty sure in every hero book I ever read, slavery is bad.
Yeah. How is slavery enforced?
Well, when you are made a slave, it's part of a contract. So you sign a magically binding contract, and then if the terms are not
Is
fulfilled,
it a
you're
contract
into
per person or a big book of all the contracts?
contract per person.
Are
All
all
of them
con-
kept in the same place.
Oh, that sounds like
The
that
spell
sounds
works in
ideal.
a blast, right?
Mhm.
And then there are magic collars that everyone has to wear as well. All the slaves wear collars, and the different kind of collar.
Is he wearing a
Sorry?
Because
collar
they're
right
going to
now?
No.
town jail.
His and the collars, they both tell you the value of the slave. So you have bronze, silver, gold, and platinum slaves.
No electrum ones?
No, who uses electrum?
oh, we saw a use for it.
You'd
I don't believe you.
wouldn't believe us.
And then these collars, they've also got stars on them to indicate how high up that. So you can get
As
like
in the owner or the how
the slave
much in
itself,
debt they
how,
are?
how much that slave's
How
worth.
is worth decided? Is it more like a case of like
It's how useful you are, how desirable you are as a slave. There is a base starting value. So yeah, healthy males normally start at silver 1, whereas the unhealthy or women, they start at bronze 1. And
Is it
Typical.
possible for slaves to buy themselves out of slavery or to earn themselves out
in
of slavery?
theory,
What does the contract say?
the contract involves. Normally, it's all about debt. Selling yourself into slavery wipes out your debt, but then you're a slave.
So it's permanent slavery to wipe out a debt.
There are certain agreements. Normally, it's on a case-by-case basis to agree a set freedom condition.
But it varies per person,
It varies,
per
and
contract.
sometimes the contracts are not even open about the fact that if you fail in a certain part or if certain conditions are met, then you'll end up being a slave. Sometimes it's just plain trickery.
Do we know if anyone has successfully managed to worm their way out of slavery?
Not yet.
Okay.
how many people are slaves roughly?
Thousands.
Lots.
And you are not a slave because
You keep
I've
slaves?
been lucky so far. I don't keep slaves. No, but we're not exactly in the rich part of town.
And an insight.
Sure.
20. Aldrin.
Okay. He seems to be telling the truth about not keeping any slaves.
So if we
What about the rich thing?
Also, that they're not in the rich part of town. Yes.
okay.
so if we destroy the contracts, would that nullify all the slaves?
Probably.
But the contract and the collar is linked, so if you stop one, you stop the other?
I believe so. Yes. If
Oh,
you,
does
if
it
you
blow their
destroyed
heads off.
Who writes the contract?
I'd imagine destroying the contract.
most of the
the
contracts come
others, but not
through
the other way
the
around.
office of Corbin.
Oh, so the contracts are written by Corbin?
By Corbin or his associates.
What is Corbin?
It seems like he's just a...
Do you know any of the names of Corbyn's associates?
Or about how many? Is there a whole
There's an
has an
entire
party
organisation.
labouring for him, would you say?
There is an entire organisation. They're called the Inmates, and they run the asylum.
Do they have a particular? Do they have a particular
Fine.
colour of uniform that they prefer?
Am I out?
No.
Surprises me. Thought they'd be wearing red.
Not black and white?
Are they
Labour wear
hiring?
red ties, don't they?
No, that's true.
Tories wear blue, and I think Lib Dem is yellow.
Normally it's higher by recommend.
Can I buy a slave?
Bryn.
He just wants to blend
If
in.
you have enough gold, then maybe.
How much is a slave worth gold
Or is there a
wise?
place where they're collectively
I
held
think
and then
a-
sold?
A bronze. If you were just looking for a bronze, 1-star bronze, probably looking somewhere in the region 10 gold.
Okay.
Oh well.
Not too bad.
And is there a central slave market?
I mean,
Sometimes there are slave auctions held in the Colosseum.
Okay. So
Is-
presumably the slave auctions have to be linked to
Corbin usually
where
present.
the records are kept.
The records are all in the casino.
Casino. Wow.
In the vault.
Oh no.
we heist the casino.
Heist. I love a good heist.
I do like him.
Ironic because there's no oceans around this desert.
So sand.
If there were 11 of them, that'd be amazing.
There are sharks.
There are sharks.
Lone.
So you guys, you're fairly competent, right?
No.
You look
Between
you look
us?
fairly well armed. You're able to handle.
I'll put it this way: this is the second government we're overthrowing this week.
He's not wrong.
Some would say we look like. Some would say we
Inside.
look like.
Okay.
Some would say we look like.
That is good
In
to
the
hear.
week. Yeah.
Level 7 heroes.
Some discuss that, but
You're not
Maybe
quite
it's
striking me as 7th tier quite yet.
Slightly disputed amongst scholars.
Just not a scholar, really. But he matters.
Yes, I do. In that case, I might
Give you a level up.
be able to help you,
Level
or you
up.
could help me try and sort this whole mess out. And yeah,
I'm gonna
if
stop
you're
you
willing, I think we can fix this.
there. I think
Would
we
we
could
receive
possibly
a
fix
reward?
it if we were level 7. I'm going to go out to the desert and hunt boars until I level up.
Shut up! Good luck finding a ball.
Yeah, it's going to be a really long search.
Let's say.
I think. Well, you mentioned heists.
Mhm.
I'm thinking heist myself.
Oh, dinosaur
But
racing?
We have dinosaur racing too.
Oh my god.
if we
I'm thinking.
Dinosaur racing heist.
I think there'll probably be multiple steps to this.
Dinosaurs only. That would be.
I think we can get multiple steps to this. First, okay, we're going to need support from other people.
Mm-hmm.
There is a.
Bollocks, just dropped a dice.
That said, I mean, okay, if we can destroy all the contracts to free all the slaves at once, that is very definitely going to give us a whole bunch of allies very suddenly. I think.
for every slave we free, we keep
Would
two.
the slaves know?
Oh, I suspect they would because the collars would become inactive.
Oh, okay.
I've been looking into this for a number of years.
Okay.
I should also mention he is a half-elven gentleman
Right.
with a dusty brown skin and nice clipped black goatee.
Clementine.
Clementine.
vizier.
Clem.
Does Clementine have a surname? Is it in any way related to
Clementine
wardrobe, cupboards,
Peel.
sideboard, or
Closets.
Clementine
bookcase?
Zest.
Fine. His name is Clem Zest.
Yes.
You're really proud of that
So-
one, aren't
Proud of it, I do.
So we can get allies by freeing the slaves. There are going to be others as well that are unhappy with the status quo.
Good man.
Loyalists to the old monarchy, although few and far between because we're all getting older. Well, most of us are getting older.
Do you think the consensus would be they want to get rid of the current stuff and go back to the old way, or have an entirely blank canvas? And not that you elect a king, but have a new king or ruler.
you? Sultan?
Either way,
It's gotta be better than this.
Yeah.
either way
Oh,
is going to
yeah.
be better than this. Yeah, I think.
Agreed, it's got to be better, but we may as well know whether we're giving them back the old standard or giving them an entirely fresh start.
There might even be a raise in standards. Women could rule. A sultana.
Don't be ridiculous.
I
'cause
would
that
personally
Being ruled by
like
a woman
to.
back in your home doesn't mean
I personally would like the old
I would
status
like you to
quo
stop.
brought back.
Sorry?
I personally would like the old status
Oh,
quo
got my moose
brought
horn
back.
on.
Wouldn't Molly be so
Well, you can have whatever you want.
Yeah.
So there you go.
There you go.
Nice, I'd like whatever.
It's
I
not
want.
that they're discriminating against women
Oh, please
because
tell
of
me you got that.
that. It's just more.
Who is the
You
next?
said you
thing?
wanted
Yeah,
the old
status quo, whatever you
back.
want.
Thank
I mostly
you.
just wanted to
Whatever
make
you
a raisin and sultana pun.
Oh, I see.
Did none of you catch that?
I got the sultana.
I said a raisin standard. Okay, it's fine.
I didn't get the raisin standard.
If you're wearing a collar,
A raisin
Can
standard.
your
A raisin.
owner compel you to do things?
When you play it back, you'll hear it.
Yep,
Very funny.
and you can get punished if you fail to comply.
What kind of punishments?
Normally, pay.
Okay.
And is the owner determined by the contract or some other thing that they have on them?
The contract. All of the deals go through the casino. Normally, paperwork is sent to the casino, which then affects change after a vetting process.
So, all right. Step 1, break into casino. Step 2, join contracts. Step 3,
Profit.
No, question mark. Then the problem.
Yeah.
dead profit.
Yes, there are a couple more
Careful your
steps
hand, Brad.
before and after, but I think final step should be
See.
taking down Corbin.
Do a couple more rounds.
I think we need to have a few more steps before the heist
Yes.
casino. I think
I
that's
think
a very big step.
we're going to need money.
We could get that from a casino heist.
Could.
You'll need the money to get to the casino.
Yes.
We need to rob a
It's
casino.
in the-
to get
it's in
to
the
rob a
rich-
casino.
Stop.
It's in the rich district.
We
I think
need
I can't remember that. And in order to get in there, you'll need a certain amount of money
Oh.
to pay
Just
guards
to get
or
into
to
the
just
district, or to
what?
get into
to
the
be
casino.
to be allowed in there in the first place.
I
Are
see.
there magical protections?
Are there any like adventuring
Yes.
things around
No.
to earn?
So we've got.
Oh,
So we're
We can
currently
find-
in Lowtown.
We
we're in
know.
a city full of rich people who pay 10,000 for the cheapest slave. I'm sure we can find money.
That's a good
I'm
point.
I
guessing
have-
we could just try and win some in the casino.
I know
No, but we
Or-
can't
we
get
have
into
to.
the casino without
Oh,
having
we
a-
can't heist. We need
We
money
can't
to
get
heist
into
it.
the town that the casino is in
Yeah.
without
Oh,
money.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
okay.
currently in Lowtown. There are the slums just outside of here. That's to the west, and then to the east we have the garden, surrounded by walls and filled with lots and lots of lovely mansions.
Where all the money is.
Where are all the money?
And
We
the
can
walls
sell
are
a load
magically
of knives.
protected
Yes,
against teleportation, I
That's really gross when you
assume.
don't have sleeves.
I think so.
It's kind of
Just teleportation?
grosser with sleeves.
Just teleportation?
There are
You can
lots of
wash that off
guards
quite
and things
easily.
as well.
Sleeves
There's
is gonna stay there.
a variety of protections.
But the
sewer.
magical
Your
protection
character
is
points
just
down.
You've got a James. Just
I'm
Why
not
put them
100%
there?
sure because I've not probed the magical teleportation or the magical protections
There's-
myself.
Are there any slaves down in all?
There,
Up in their business.
there aren't too many slaves based in this area, but they do come through quite often because, you know, this is where all the craftsmen.
So, what about the sewers? Are there sewers?
They've got something weird with sewers.
Mostly they're filled with sand, I imagine.
The water seems alive,
Oh,
and that's
We've dealt with that before in an unfortunate time.
the and yeah. There's only really sewers in the new part. The old part we just got wells.
oh, okay. But
shitty
then
wells.
none of the, they're not connected in any way. Okay. Ooh,
No, the whole the garden. It's
isolated.
new compared to all this
How did they build it so quickly then?
magic.
Oh,
He had enough money that was able to just pay a lot of magic users to just build it.
oh.
So how much money is necessary to get into the garden?
1 trillion.
I'll need some. I'll
And
need to
who do
crunch
we
some
give it to
numbers.
for entry? Is there a guard standing outside?
Or do we
Of
just
the
need to
garden wall?
look like we have money?
Looking like you have money would possibly help. Actually, having the money, I think, if we can
Disguise
get
myself
enough
as a
money
rich
together,
person.
we can try and get a base of operations inside the new, inside the garden.
Oh, you want to buy a mansion?
Pretty much.
I could
How much is a mansion
disguise
worth?
myself as a rich person.
It
maybe.
depends on
try and get
the
in?
market at the time.
A rough.
So you can only enter it if
The
you have
cost of a
property
slave,
within
The
it.
cost of 2
No,
slaves.
it's just
Multiple slaves.
we need to go in and out and all over the place.
I see.
That said, I'm working on some leads to get a lot of money. Also need some investigation done, need some information, need allies. The Colosseum would probably be a good place to get some allied fighters as well, because some of them are, well, they're slaves as well,
Well, if we just
and they just live they live in the Colosseum. If you can get the word out to, if we can get the word out to enough slaves about what's happening, we can be ready for an uprising.
And the Colosseum is not in the garden, even though it's entertainment for the people of the garden and boosts their slave trade?
The Colosseum forms part of the wall around the garden.
Okay.
There are separate entrances for the rich, and so there are separate entrances for the garden, which lead to an entirely different floor compared to the entrance from Lowtown.
Couldn't we just cause a riot or something, and then sneak in when they're dealing with that?
You can try.
I'm good at causing
One of them
trouble.
may.
Why don't we just pretend to be slaves?
Need broken collars.
Why don't we pretend to be slave owners and walk through into the Colosseum with slaves who are willing to follow us?
Because you'd probably need to enter from the garden.
Oh, I see. Is there any magical protections in the Colosseum then? Because if we could get into the Colosseum and then
Via teleportation,
and then
it could have been that we had teleported from the garden. No one would know.
Possibly. There's an avenue to explore.
Looks like we need to do a bit of a fancy misty step. Just all of a sudden we appear
fancy.
rich.
If we...
Well, you always appear rich.
I do, Bryn doesn't.
Well, there are some steps I think we'll need to take beforehand. So, one of them, we will need to take out some of the Colosseum fighters who are not friendly to the cause.
they're
But
slaves.
they're still slaves?
There are some that are not slaves. Basically, the Colosseum champions,
Career fighter.
career fighters. Yeah, they are very definitely on the side of Corbin.
Corbin May.
Corbin May, yes. Paul's here for it because this realize James is gone.
Yeah.
Sure, you'll be thrilled to know, Ryan, that the current score between Southampton and Brighton is 0-0.
That is thrilling,
I know, right?
thrilling news.
This has been a very long recording. Do you want to have it or
I don't
pause
think
it
there's
or
much
anything?
point
Okay.
because
Yeah, we've got so little left now.
30 minutes left, if that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's
Half
half
three.
free.
James, pee faster!
Wipe more!
Yeah, I'm trying to get to a wrap-up point.
Fair.
Yeah.
So I'm giving you the information dump,
Yes.
and then we'll probably go on possibly go on hiatus for a bit. During which time I'm going to actually make the city.
Yeah, I was going to
It's
say,
not fully written yet, which is why I'm being a bit cagey with some of the answers.
I believe
I've got a lot of
September
the
is hiatus
ideas.
month. Both for Rich and me.
Yeah, I mean I'm fairly busy as well. with a
Because I'm
couple
out of
things.
town 3 out of the 4 weekends for work, and wedding.
Yes, I too am at that wedding.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you're booked into the actual hotel.
Yeah.
I am going to be in Leek, just down the road.
Try not to meet with a potato or else you may end up in some soup.
Woohoo!
The Hendu, the Stendu thing. Is Louise still staying at yours for that?
He's not going anymore.
Okay. Is anyone staying at yours for that?
Laura and Alex are.
Oh.
And possibly you guys, the invitation is still open.
Thank you. We may keep it open and decide then if that's alright.
That's fine. Okay, so yes, you'll probably need to head into the Colosseum and battle some of the fighters.
Fighters.
Battle some of the mercenary fighters that he's got.
So we
seem
can enter one of us as a gladiator.
You could enter the entire team.
No,
Like
As-
a dance crew.
I don't think we can put Akira through as a gladiator. I mean, he'd kick ass, but he's a child.
Jesus Christ! Oh, sorry, no. By hell.
Can we enter a child in the arena?
Can we enter a magic user in?
Yeah. All of you would be fine to go in as a team. You'd probably start by fighting some monsters. Corbin's got this weird ability to just summon monsters from fire.
Who doesn't?
So human, you said, right?
I think, yeah, pretty sure he's
Brad
human.
is worried. For a very good reason.
You gonna tell us what that is?
No.
Metagaming?
Yeah, a little bit.
Right.
Akira is a thief, but he's
Can
not
Akira
the
do a
right kind of
perception
tiefling.
check?
Because you're not even the right kind because you don't know nothing about them.
Who
You're just
is the right kind of tiefling?
somebody who actually knows their own history.
There is nothing good about tieflings in my very brief experience being on.
Can I please have a straight intelligence roll from anybody who wants to?
Yeah.
No.
No!
Ooh,
Intelligence, you say?
Mm-hmm.
14.
4.
18.
19.
12.
Who got the lowest rolls other than 4? Was it you?
No.
Who was lower than 12 other
No,
than
you were
me?
13, weren't you?
14.
Oh, okay, now I was 12.
So we're still the
Yeah,
two
we're still
lowest.
the
two.
Lovely.
Still stupidest.
So it might not necessarily be tieflings. Remember, people have been burning pages and summoning. That's summoning monsters from fire.
That is something monsters from fire, that's true. But the contracts thing worries me. Magically imbued contracts, that's not good.
That's Satan!
Or especially human.
Or especially human.
Devils.
Yeah.
Out of 4, do
Come on,
I
humans are the real monsters.
Not in D&D. They're
out
usually
of 4, do I
puppeted.
even know what a tiefling is?
You are one, and you probably know what a tiefling
I don't
is.
know, I only got 4.
Don't even miss out.
What's fire?
Hmm?
What's fire?
Yeah. That's
Just
us.
starts singing that
Hot
horrible
stuff.
"Proud to be an American" song, but it says
So that could be
tiefling
where
instead
those-
of American.
But that's could be where all those pages that we've seen
No
before are
idea
coming
what
from.
that is.
Here. Or
Oh,
they're
do
getting
not?
from somebody
It
else.
was, like,
This
really
guy
big
has-
after
happens to
9/11.
have a-
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. So if you guys enter
Yeah, I
the
know.
Colosseum
There's, like,
and
a whole
fight some
thing
of his
after.
monsters and build a bit of a rep for yourself, we could start using you guys as the figureheads, maybe, or just someone to rally behind. Make some allies in the Colosseum.
Sure.
In fact, there is a gentleman in the Colosseum who used to work for Corbin, but fell out of favour somehow, and had a really weird punishment that I'll let him tell you about that.
Okay.
But if you can make friends with him, you might get some inside information.
Alright.
His name is Zesty.
So,
Relation of yours?
No,
What's
no
his
relation.
surname? Beverage?
I don't want to tell you his surname.
It's Clem.
No, it's not.
You're Clem Zest, and he's Zesty Clem,
No,
and it's haunted you.
no. I just
Is it
It's me,
Bestie? Is he
obviously.
Zesty Bestie?
no. Just it's not something that It's something that's best you don't.
Zest.
Don't ask me about.
Just don't. It's better if you don't know it.
But now I really want to know.
Is his
Yeah.
surname just
Like, you're
surname?
making too much out of it.
No.
Yeah, it's
Just-
been a bit
it's-
much.
it's
now.
best.
His
You
name.
don't know
Okay,
about
his original.
Zest.
His original name was not Zesty. No one knows what his original name was. Well, no, sorry. A lot of people know what his original name was. He doesn't know what his original name was. It's part of his punishment.
He had his memory wiped out.
Part of it.
That's
He
terrifying.
had his memory wiped of his own name, and then anyone who tried to tell him his original name was then tortured and murdered.
How would they know?
Corbin made a big deal out of this
Oh, okay.
and decreed what his new name was.
Ah.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, that's a thing.
So why do we? Sorry.
So it's just better if you just don't know the name.
Why do we need to find Zesty?
But you know the name.
Zesty's a contact in the Colosseum.
He's the fighter we need to
I
speak to.
don't know his
No,
true
it's
name.
just
I just know his
New name.
new name.
He's not a fighter. He's just a
Actually, he used to work for Corbin
yeah.
directly
But
until
now
he fell out of favour, and now he just trains people in the Colosseum.
Oh,
Okay.
so he's like a hype man.
Like a coach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like a coach. In fact,
Okay.
if you guys were looking to fight somebody in the Colosseum, he's probably a good person to speak to.
Okay.
How would we find him?
Go to the Colosseum, I
Go to
imagine.
the Colosseum and ask for Zesty.
Let's go find
Oh,
that.
so he's still working in the Colosseum.
Yes, he wasn't before. He's now been forced to work in the Colosseum.
Right.
Okay.
Let's go chat with that Zesty
Yeah.
bestie.
You'll be okay with. Should we leave Molly with you?
Yeah, I've been looking after
Sorry
her
about the
since.
cart and the horse. That happened. I can't really.
I'll get the horse outside and stored safely somewhere.
Make the cart a
What are you gonna-
decoration feature.
Oh yeah. Turn into a nice table.
Maybe like set against one of the walls and you can have like a little saloon bit. You
Yeah.
can open your own American
gonna
style
want that.
restaurant.
I don't know what to do with it. I can cut it into pieces, but other than that,
I mean, maybe we might be able to get a spellcaster
shrink it.
to shrink it,
Can you
get it
shrink
through
it?
the door.
Take out bit by bit.
Can I shrink things?
I can't carry a whole.
Do you have the spell
Wait,
enlarge
Olaf,
reduce?
you're a dwarf. Do you have mending?
I haven't.
Oh, then
We could just
That
break
mending
it.
is-
yeah. Can someone break it and then someone else like carry the pieces outside and then
Why
mend it
not?
outside?
Why?
Why?
Mending's meant to be used for small things.
I can
We can break it down really small.
Yeah.
and slowly put it back
like
together.
rebuilding a Lego model.
In a
Yeah.
different campaign, someone used mending on an entire bar that got trashed in a fight.
Very slowly, you could do that. It would take days.
Yeah. We probably
Let,
steal
let,
on
let, let
one
me
or
worry
so,
about the cart. I'll figure something
Do you want me
out.
to move it somewhere? You don't look very strong.
Please.
I need it's a bit unwieldy, so Orloff, can you help me move it?
It's in a room. I don't know there's any way you can move it to.
I
We'll
would
put it to the wall.
Yeah, he directs you to move it into a corner.
To the window.
Yeah.
I imagine lots of 3-point turns.
Yeah, we're like, no, pivot.
Pivot!
Pivot!
Back a bit. Forward a bit. Back a bit. Forward a bit.
Okay.
Back a bit. Forward a bit.
To me.
Too soon. Too soon.
To me.
I just, when I heard that one of the Chuckle Brothers died, I just had an image of the surviving one at the funeral, throwing himself onto the coffin as it's getting lowered in, going, to me,
What
to you.
are we talking about?
The Chuckle Brothers.
Actually, no, it wasn't even that, it was just to me, to me. That's sad.
Not slapstick falling into the grave.
No,
Oh
no,
dear,
no.
oh dear.
No, throwing
Oh
himself
dear, oh
onto
dear.
the coffin.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Do you know what they're on about, Brad?
Yeah, the Chuckle Brothers. It's a thing here. I know what it is. I have not had the pleasure of that many of the
Imagine someone that you
instances.
would never let near your children. And that's
This
the
is a
person.
good start to any story.
That's the person who died. To look at, you would never let him near children.
To be honest, I don't know which of the two.
Barry.
Barry.
I still don't know which
More
of the two.
weedy.
The weedy one.
Sky.
Right.
The one that looked older.
Yeah.
Got ya.
The one that looks, you can see his skeleton.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You
One
can
that
see it
looks-
really
the one that
easily
looked
now.
ever so slightly creepier.
Yeah, I'm with you.
This is a lot to take in.
They were children's.
TV presenters?
Who you wouldn't
Yes.
let near children. Great career move.
Wow.
You
say
elect
that.
your creeps to government, we let them play with children.
That
Oh.
is disgusting.
Well,
Yeah.
the amount who've been indicted, I mean...
Jimmy Savile.
Anyway.
Just
Anyway.
Yew Tree was a whole thing. Many branches.
Alright.
There he is.
Shall we... Is there anything we need to be looking out for?
Which
Well,
one have you
He
got?
looks like the guy
Um,
from Lazy Town.
Sporticus.
Yeah, what's
You
it
know
called?
too
What?
much.
He looks like the creepy guy from Lazy
Oh,
Town.
Robbie Rotten. The one
No.
who committed suicide recently.
What?
No, he didn't.
Robbie Rotten?
No, he didn't. He died of cancer.
Okay.
Oh,
Did he
slightly different. That's
Did he
a bit more
also
tragic.
play
This is
Sporticus?
far more tragic.
Yeah, he looks like Robbie Rotten.
Did he?
He said Robbie
I
Rotten
thought
is dead as well.
Sporticus
That's a weird
played
5
Robbie
minutes.
Rotten.
No, I don't think so.
Apparently
he-
he looks
he
like
he died
Barry
of cancer.
Chuckle.
What?
Chuck-
No.
Looks like a cartoon man.
So how,
He's
who
got the
knows
same
more of
nose
Lazy
and
Town?
weird
Because I
little
thought it was
teeth.
the same actor.
No.
Was it
I have no
different?
idea. I just know the
Oh,
song
it's
"You're a Pirate."
Stefan...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stefan something...
Do you want because a pirate is free?
You are a pirate.
You are a pirate.
Ah, hard diddly dee.
Being a pirate is so fun to be. Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free.
You are a pirate.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not even from
Any-
our own childhood.
Yeah,
It's
no.
not for mine either. I just had to see the Lazy Town thing as a babysitter.
So
You
yes,
always remind me of the Grinch.
as you're you're having a nice conversation.
Yep.
And yeah, time is getting on.
Yep.
So he goes, all right. Well, tell you what. Why don't you guys
Have a
why don't you just go
long
up to
rest.
the spare room and have yourself a long rest. And
Okay.
we'll chat in the morning.
Are there any rumours about people who've rested in that room
And
suddenly
come out.
feeling bigger in some aspects or stronger by so many
No.
hit points?
No rumours like that.
They not only wake up, but
They get stronger?
level up.
Should we really be careful? Because I feel like we are very noticeable with a giant cart that just teleported in via sandstorm.
O-
No,
only
that's
Yeah,
people.
but it's happened indoors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only people in this
Yeah.
house are going to be aware of us if we just nip upstairs.
Maybe the
Okay.
neighbors heard something. I don't know.
Well, so yeah, why don't you guys go have a sleep, and I'll hash out some more plans.
Can I get like an inside check on this guy and just kind of like a general like, is he on the up and up? Like,
Okay, roll insight.
cool.
24.
No, I'm not that high. 12.
Okay, he is genuine in his desire to overthrow the
Only
current
slave.
status quo and put back the previous status quo.
But
That said, I mean, you get the feeling that part of the reason that he wants to do that is because he was in a position of power.
I was going to say, yeah, what was his previous position within
So
the
he's,
old...
he has a.
so he wants to make
He has-
Amarok great again.
He has a self-interest here.
Yeah. He just doesn't want to be at the bottom of the
Let's
rung.
play
anymore.
But he's not looking to deceive us in terms of
He
keeping
doesn't.
us-
So he doesn't
He's not,
much.
gonna, he's not going to rat us out to
Yeah.
MAGA.
current.
Yeah, he doesn't much mind that there are slaves. He just minds that he's not the one on top.
Oh, I didn't shoot him. I just.
Instant death. Whoops.
Yeah,
place
he's,
for
um,
balance.
You get the feeling that he's a smarmy, low-level evil sort. But, you know,
But the kind you can use.
the kind you can use.
Oh. Better the devil you know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, evil can be useful. And in fact, in bureaucracy, evil's actually quite useful.
That just sounds like evil with more steps.
Without evil, there could be no good, so it must be good to be evil sometimes. Satan, South Park.
Satan.
But, yeah,
Awesome.
he's
There's so much room.
out of character. He's lawful evil, but then again, a lot of rulers are.
Call them May.
I was
Yeah.
trying to explain the D&D alignment things to my coworkers, and I described lawful evil as everyone who processes timesheets.
This guy's processed many a timesheet.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a euphemism.
This guy's processed many a euphemism.
Like, just the finance department. All of it. Lawful
Doesn't matter.
evil. What about you?
I mean, yeah, okay. There is evil, but there is also
getting you
evil that's
paid.
on your side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just following orders, but they're so mean and they have so many rules.
I'm going to become a warlock now, Satan, obviously.
There is no Satan in the D&D universe.
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus!
Asmodeus,
Or
Asmodeus.
Yeah.
Asmodeus. Oh, we never did that because we called him Asmodeus in Sunshine Campaign. That's a way better joke.
I used to call him Asmodeus until I realised I could just be calling him Asmodeus and then trigger that song every. Anyway, yes, you guys go. You have a long rest
Mm-hmm.
and you level up
Hey!
because that is essentially Act 2 over. The road to Anarok. And
Act 3, we're going to overthrow so many governments.
All of them!
I am going to pause the recording here because it's now
Rather need your
24.
wrists again.